Bruce, what's up, party people? How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody having a wonderful day. We got some good news. We got some not so great news, but we do have some good news to discuss and talk about. I guess we're gonna get into it the way we get into it. Hold on one second. I don't know how I always start, and I'm not 100% ready. Hold on one second, y'all. God dang it. First thing we want to do is say RIP to C Breezy's friend. Sorry about your loss. Hopefully the police will get down to the bottom of that and no one else has to lose their life. Yeah, we don't do that here. We don't do that. Subscribe to who? I'm kidding. Somebody came in and said subscribe to them. Nigga, I'm kicking you straight out the door. I don't know you. I don't know you, man. Kick that nigga straight out the door. Get the fuck out of here. Weirdos. What's up, everybody? Wait, hold on. There's some comments. Oh, top of the morning, bitches. I'm gonna let that go through. What's up, Illusion? Illusion said Knicks is cursed at this point. I didn't think the Knicks was gonna win it anyway, so I don't think that the NBA would even want the Knicks to get the #1 draft pick because they haven't shown that they know how to run a damn organization. So why would you want to send Zion to an organization that don't seem to know how to run an organization? That you're just gonna probably waste his first couple of his whole entire rookie contract. So just my opinion, I think that teams in general prefer to send stars like a Zion Williamson to a organization that knows how to run itself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just assuming. Anyway, what's up, Illusion? What's up, Prince 2 Amir, Gemini 10, Ruby Reed, Rachella, how you doing today? Lovely E, how you doing? Joel Patton 73, how you doing? Border Jump Music, what up? Winter William, you're a funny guy. What up, New York Nick, Ray Banda, Wise, Allen, Miguel A. For everybody that don't know, C Breeze just lost a very close friend. We're gonna talk about ramifications of that happening. We're also gonna talk about Snow Billy being out, and I guess we're gonna talk a little bit about a little bit of sports. I really do want to talk sports. It's just hard to talk sports when you're gonna have people that's just gonna just make it difficult because they're not gonna live in reality. It's one thing to love your player. It's another thing to say that a LeBron James can guard one of the fastest, quickest guards in the game. He can't. What up, Southern Redhead Fox? What up, Southern Redhead Fox? Are you really a fox and a Southerner and a redhead? That's like 3 good things. What up, Mills? What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? How you doing today? Jenny Lozano, world famous Medford Peter. I'm gonna tell you something funny about this world famous Medford Peter guy, right? For some strange reason, he keeps adding me on IG and then unsubscribing and then subscribing back. I don't know why you do that. What's up, Renee Ricketts? Who else we got up in here? Chunky. What up, Chunky? Okay. What up, Callie Coco? Still cutie with them glasses. I see you over there, baby girl. Melissa Raftis. Who else we got up in here? Baby girl PJ. Who else we got up in here? I wasn't in here, so when y'all put all them hashtags, the shits don't go through. But you could put all them hashtags back up now, Chunky, because I'm here. I could send it through. But give me a second. Let me get down to the bottom. Who else we got up in here? Yeah, $ Fats. Kick that dude. Don't you come in nobody's chat. Don't even know you. I'm not sending nobody over there. You might be talking about any old type of craziness, and then I'm promoting that on my channel. I'm not doing that. What's up, Sosa, West Philly Gambino? Shout out to West Philly. Yeah. Shout out to all of Philly. Yeah. What up, Jarrell Corning? Shout out to Ocean Vibes with the donation. I already said what's up, Cali Coco. What are you so upset about? I couldn't wait to get to your name. As soon as I saw your name, I called you out. That's a fact. What up, Kashana Brown, Slick Vic, Linux F, Young Los, Christian Sedano. I said Miguel A. I think I said Miguel A. Dom Perignon. I think it's Peron. I don't know how to say that. I ain't even gonna lie. What up, John Soto? I have no idea. Yo, I'm gonna try to have the call-in set up by this week. We should hopefully have the call-in set up by this week. Hopefully we'll have the call-in set up by this week. I don't know what to say. What up, Biggins? Rock Boogie Spins, Bree Powell. How you doing today? Who else we got up in here? Alex W. Alex W says the number 3 pick is not bad. They'll pick RJ Barrett at 3. They might actually be able to get what's dude that asked for the trade? What's dude that asked for the trade down in the Pelicans? They might actually be able to get them, because if the Pelicans want to team up RJ Barrett and Zion, they might be able to do that with the trade of by trading Anthony Davis to the Knicks, and Anthony Davis get traded to the Knicks. And if a player like freaking Durant comes, come on, he's gonna want to play with Durant. You understand what I'm saying? And then we could still probably get Kyrie. He's gonna want to play with those guys. You feel me? What up, Suicide? See the shit jump all the way to the bottom. What up, Real Drone? BKBBO, how y'all doing? Bridging the Gap, Jamal. Shout out to Red Hook. Yeah. What up, King of Blue? Dreams of Vegas. How y'all doing this morning? Oh, everybody having a good day. That's a fact. What up, Mr. Jones? Smiley C. Pimp Daddy. How you doing today? IT News. Zion needs to lose weight. I think that people said the same thing about LeBron. That's what I think. Maybe AD is staying. I don't know. I just think that you would want to team him up with a more dynamic guard or somebody that he's used to playing with. It is what it is. What up, Jennifer Morales? King of Blue. All right, let's get this started. All right, so I know everybody want to talk about Snow Billy. So Snow Billy, what up, Dex? What up, Robert McQueen? Yeah. I'm going to show y'all something, all right? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to let y'all see it for your own self and come to your own conclusions, because that's how I get blood. I don't generally try to tell people how to think. That's why it's crazy when people be like, if we don't agree with you, nigga, I'm never trying to tell anybody how to think. You think however the fuck you want to think. The hell I care about any of that. So I'm going to show y'all. Showing is always easier than telling. So I'm going to show y'all. Check this out.
Yeah. They freed the Gaza. Snow Billy on that motherfucking $1 million bail. $1 million bail, you know what it is. Free the guys, man. $1 million bail, baby. Make sure y'all hit that link, too. Make sure y'all hit that link. Go cop that book. 69 shots, booksaga.com. Hit the link. You know what it is. We out here. You know what it is. Been that bullpen all day. Nigga, look, nigga. Feed the guys, nigga. Know what it is. Yeah. They freed the Gaza. Snow Billy on that motherfucking $1 million bail. $1 million bail, you know what it is. Free the guys, man. $1 million bail, baby. Make sure y'all hit that link, too. Make sure y'all hit that link. Go cop that book. 69 shots, booksaga.com. Hit the link. You know what it is. We out here. Know what it is. Been that bullpen all day, nigga. Look, nigga. Feed the guys, nigga. Know what it is.
All right, so I want to know what y'all guys think about that video I just showed y'all. Just leave your comments down there. I just want to know what y'all guys think. First of all, Snow Billy has already said that he's just talking. He don't care. He don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah, later, Kashawn. Enjoy your day. Snow Billy has already said he's talking. He don't care what nobody think about that. Them niggas tried to kill him. He don't care. That's what he said. But he also said free Hall, and I heard free Fubenga. I heard free Hall, and I heard free Fubenga. I'm just saying, I heard free Hall, and I heard free Fubenga. Nobody cares about why that's important. BKBBO says, I think his bail was bogus. So explain, BKBBO. Explain. No. Fubenga wasn't. They said Hall. The allegation is that Hall broke Matrix's jaw. $1 million bail was 100,000. Yeah, it's only 100,000. $1 million. Well, not only. Let me not say it like that, but you don't have to pay the million. That's my point. I am not 100% sure. He said he had gun charges. I'm not sure how good the book is doing, but he did say it's in the link to the description. He says that the book is in this link. If it was cash, it'd be $1 million. If it was cash bond, it'd be $1 million. That's a fact. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. Can we get them likes up? I want to know what y'all guys think about this. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I have my own opinions on this. So I don't care what my opinions are. I want to know what you guys think about the whole entire video, about the fact that he said free Fubenga and free Hall. That website right there, they also have BBN merch, and they have other shirts and hats and everything over there. Y'all should go check out that website, see if there's anything there y'all like. Young Low says, I see people calling him a real one, but everybody calling 6ix9ine a rat. I don't understand. Well, I don't see anybody calling Shotty a rat, right? People aren't calling Shotty a rat. I don't understand that. I'm not saying Shotty is a rat. I'm saying Shotty is directly a lot of his situations since he's been locked up mirror what happened to 6ix9ine. I don't see nobody saying that about Shotty. There's like 3 other people that we know for a fact is telling. I don't see nobody talking about them. Why is people only allowed to call Snow Billy and 6ix9ine a rat? And people are calling Snow Billy a rat, by the way. A lot of people are calling Snow Billy a rat. Just so we could be clear on that. There are actually a lot of people calling Snow Billy a rat. No, but there's a lot of people calling Snow Billy a rat. A lot of people. Go to a couple of other YouTube channels. You don't even got to go far. You could literally click on a few other YouTube channels, and they're calling Snow Billy a rat. My question is, why don't anybody have that same energy for Shotty? And I don't even dislike Shotty. As people already know, I've said on multiple occasions, I like Shotty. I know that there's a better than a good chance he's done some real dirtbag shit to 6ix9ine. I know about shit y'all don't even know about. I try not to. I appreciate that Border Jump music. Border Jump said you're the only source I need, though everybody else is biased. But that's why I don't trend no more on recommended, because there's so many different groups of people that when I make videos, they'll be mad that I'm not pushing a narrative that they want me to push out. You understand what I'm saying? So I have a lot of different groups of people that flag all of my videos and shit like that. Nothing I can do about it. Snow Billy has basically said he's telling. Snow Billy, Orban says Snow Billy is a rat regardless. They was trying to kill him. That don't matter. He should have handled that shit in the streets, not telling. Not even gonna argue with you right there, Orban. I'm not arguing with any of what you just said, just so we can be clear on that. I'm not a street dude. You would know better than me, I'm gonna assume. Fuck the hating on Jack for, because you decided to work. Wait, what you mean to work? What you mean by that, Mills? I've heard a lot of weird shit about Shadi. That's a fact. But what you mean by working? Make videos? Oh, content. Appreciate you, Mills. Appreciate you, Mills. I just want to, like, I don't like getting misunderstandings. You understand what I'm saying? I really do want to know what people are talking about. We have new merch dropping soon. I hope y'all like. I'm pretty sure you will. Just being honest, said they all rats and entree bloods a week. I've been cutting money route ties with dudes in New York, protecting myself and my guys. I don't really want to comment on any of that, to be honest with you. But I doubt that we can say everybody in that particular fraternity or organization is being represented well by the individuals that we know. Like Harv, from what I know, is a stand-up dude. He got tied into some shit because of other people. Fubanga, stand-up dude. He got tied in because of some other niggas. So I don't think we can necessarily say that. Somebody else says don't mess with them, they compromise. I can't argue that. I wouldn't know about any of that. Shout out to East Orange, New Jersey. Yeah. Is Jack in the box? You are funny. They definitely blew the bag. Of course, all of this, I'm telling you right now. Watch when certain shit come out. I'm just gonna be quiet. When certain shit come out, certain individuals are gonna be hated. Very, very hated. When certain shit come out, there's gonna be at least 2 people that are gonna be so hated. Look, a lie can only go but so long. Let's understand this. A lie. Oh, sorry about that, Richella. Shout out to Best Eye. Yeah. What up, young Earl? A lot of people believe that Snow Billy's lying. That's a fact. A lot of people believe that. He is not on the show currently today. We're just talking about shit revolving around that particular topic. But okay, metal face villain. What has Snow Billy lied about? I mean, you can't just call somebody a liar and you don't want to tell us what he lied about. I don't think you get released from MCC at night either. But that's I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you though. You feel me? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, like I said, what do I know? What up, Miss Lady C? I don't know what to tell you. Eduardo, what's not true? What's not true, Eduardo? Why Snow Billy didn't show you out of jail? Oh, you can get released at any time, Eduardo says. Eduardo, have you been in MDC or MCC? I don't know. I'm asking y'all what y'all think about it. You feel me? Yes, you have. And you said you could be. Eduardo Cruz has been in MDC or MCC, and he said you could be released at any time. Oh, you know all them dudes? Well, I know all them dudes now too. Damn yeah. Nobody contacted me to be there. I don't know what to tell you. Let me make sure I didn't miss any messages. I don't think I missed it. I don't think I missed any messages. Let me check and make sure I didn't miss any messages. I didn't miss any messages. Eduardo Cruz is lying. Another person says Eduardo Cruz is lying. Says that does not how it work. You cannot be released at any time. You know what I appreciate? I appreciate y'all that nobody ain't cursing everybody out and calling everybody the N-word. I appreciate y'all. You guys are the best. He wasn't in. Oh, that's why he wouldn't have been able to be recording coming out the building, is what you're saying. That's why they had to record down the block. What up, Vix? Oh, Vix ain't here? I heard Chunky say hi. Yeah, I also kick douchebags. It's a fact. You'd be surprised at how many people in here be like real street dudes and be having a regular conversation. Then you have the fake guys come in that's talking mad tough. And actually, you have the fake guys come in that they gotta talk crazy, and then that's why I look at them and I'm like, you're just trying to start problems. And 9 times out of 10, you ain't really like that. Actually, I don't know when the book is dropping, but he has a link on his page currently where he's saying you could get the book from. So you laugh, but right there looks like a link where they're saying you can get the book from. So, you laugh though. So I don't know. What up, Black Wolf? Are you saying it's gonna end up like that Soldier Watch that nobody ain't never get? The MCC, the most secure jail in the world. Okay. I'm gonna think that Guantanamo has them beat, but whatever. I'll just being a jerk and shit. The mature people stuck with BBN. I agree with you, Lennox. Young Earl says that money make people. We don't use the N word in here, Young Earl. I'm gonna let that rock this time though. That money make dudes act funny, Jack. I can't believe that shit they saying about Melly. Yeah, what's up, C Breeze? Now you good, Young Earl? You probably ain't know. I just put you on. You feel me? That's all you gotta ask. See, there's shit I want to talk about, but I can't talk about it because it's not time to be spoken on. And it's not always about It's sort of not always about breaking stories. You know what I'm saying? Like you got niggas that you got people out here, part of my language, that they're just always trying to just break stories. And it's not always about breaking stories because there's people behind them stories. These individuals we speak about, they got families, they got loved ones, they got people that care about them, they got people that they're responsible for. So it's not always about breaking stories. It's about being responsible also. I'm not one of them channels that I'm just trying to just throw shit out there about you. You feel me? I'm gonna tell y'all real quick what happened. So I was down in Philly, so I'm doing an interview in Philly with PB Rock's brother, PB Mean. So when I first meet the dude, I just was straight up told him who I am. Bang. So I tell him who I am. So after I tell him who I am, he has trepidation because I know my shirt in the bottom is fucked up. He has trepidation when I tell him who I am because what up, Ace? Yeah, this is the BBN merch, man. This is the morning coffee merch. Go cop a couple t-shirts. So I go speak to dude and I'm talking to him. I tell him exactly who I am. I'm not trying to beat around the bush. I'm not playing no games. Could we hit that like button? Could we send them likes up for everybody that don't know how to? Because I understand a lot of people might not know how to not know how to like a channel. Wow, I got a commercial. Shout out to us. So a lot of people might not know how to commercial, right? How to you see that X I hit? I'm gonna do it one more time. So there's an X. You're gonna hit the X, bang. Then you're gonna hit the like button. Bang. Did I hit it? Hit the like button. I don't know why they won't let me hit the like button. Hit the like button. You're gonna hit the live chat. You're gonna come right back. So this is for anybody that watches anybody on lives and you want to hit the like button, but you don't know how to do it. So I go and I talk to him. So he didn't really want to talk. I don't understand what people are talking about. Somebody I didn't see, they just tried to say I ignored them. I don't understand what's wrong with you people. And not you people like here. I'm talking about you people, the people that they think that I see every comment. I don't know. I don't got time for that. Anyway, so I'm talking to P and B Mean. And I sat down and I talked with him for a little while. And after speaking with me for a little while, he felt more comfortable and he decided he was going to tell me a couple of things that I'm not really discussing. And then he said that he had come on the live for a minute. But like, that's how you have to be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm the media. I get it. A lot of people only want me to talk about subjects that they agree with. That's not my job. I don't do that. All right. So the dude doesn't want to. So I just blocked the guy. I don't got time for none of this. I got time for zero of this. I'm letting y'all know I just block niggas. I don't got time for zero. Yeah, I just block niggas. I don't got time for zero of people of this shit. If y'all here and you got individuals that are telling you to stop coming to this chat and to go to in other people's lives and you feel like doing it, I'm not gonna be mad at you. If your girl cheat on you, she was always gonna cheat on you. I don't know no other way to put it. So there's a ton of people that's always trying to convince people to not come to these lives and don't watch these channels, and they spend their whole fucking lives thinking about this shit. So if y'all want to go over there, I'm not trying to stop you. I don't got time for that. To be honest with you. Anyway, yeah, like that's literally what people do. Like this is what I gotta deal with. But I don't want to talk about that. I ain't so yeah. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't really care. Yeah. They crazy. You know, I keep trying to tell you these people are evil and they're crazy. I keep trying to tell you that. I don't know why nobody don't believe me. Anyway, so this is what I do. So I'm not just some dude, no disrespect to nobody, but I'm not just some dude that just sit around just talking to y'all. I go out there, I go to different cities, I go search for stories, I talk to people, I investigate certain things, and I know a ton of shit that I don't tell people, and that's a fact. I'm just saying it just like what it is. I do know a ton of shit that I don't tell people. Um, Now back to the whole male matrix situation. Um, Everybody that I know that have said that they met Mel like the dude. Honestly, like the dude. I've met people and I've spoken to people who don't like Shotty. But honestly, 100%, the majority of the people that I met that have met Mel Matrix, when I say the majority, I don't think I've met anybody that don't like Mel. You understand what I'm saying? That don't like him and don't respect him. Um, so when I tell you about a situation that happened, I'm not I'm not telling you about the situation because I don't like dude. I don't know dude. I'm telling you about a situation because I know that he has a lot of people that want to know what's going on with him, whether it's positive or whether it's negative. So when I tell you I heard, that there's allegations out there, allegedly, that Mel Matrix got his jaw broken by Harv, I'm not telling you this because I'm trying to big up Harv or because I'm trying to bash Mel Matrix. I'm telling you this is because this is information that I found out that is pertinent to what we're talking about. Now, there's a ton of information that I found out that can be used and is kind of pertinent to what this conversation is, but it would be in bad class for me to speak on currently. It'll be just really, really bad. It wouldn't be good for me to. It wouldn't. It'd be classless for me to speak on it. Now, I know that some of this shit is gonna come out because I know the people that know about certain things, and a lot of this, there's a group, there's quite a few groups, but there's one particular group that is lying, and I think they're lying because they know that all of this shit that is happening, it could possibly be tied back to them. So sometimes be mindful of the people that you keep as your friends because lies are not gonna last forever. Yeah, you good, Sea Breeze. It's a fact though. Let the police handle that. Yes, I heard Shotty also got ran up on by Hall. That's a fact. That's what I heard. I heard Shotty got ran up on Hall also. Ran up on by Hall also. I'm not even gonna comment, Big Daddy Madness. Not even gonna comment. Yeah, the truth comes to light. That's why I don't understand why people lie. If you go back to my videos that I did, that most of my videos that I did like 2-3 months ago, you're gonna see people in the comment section telling me that I'm wrong about shit. Right? You're gonna see people all over the comment section. Nah. Big Daddy Madness was asking me, I think, am I talking about the Cactus game? That's what he's asking me. And I'm saying that I'm not speaking on it. But pay attention. But pay attention to the people who have a problem with me. Pay attention to that. If you're telling you gotta expect retaliation, that's a fact, young Earl. Not gonna lie. Just pay attention to the people who got a problem with me. Pay attention to that. Shout out the Punch. Pay attention to the people that got a problem with me. Think about it like this. How many of the young Earl just pay attention to the people that got a problem, the people that want to make you think I'm lying. Pay attention to them. Well, we got a ton of people that, they just trying to get people. Authentic Television said they think the moderator thing always breeds animosity. The problem is, I'm going to tell you what was happening. We had moderators, and the problem is they were literally kicking people that wanted to do business with me. And when I asked them to stop kicking people for no reason, they felt the way. Like literally, they were kicking people like they messed up a couple of business opportunities. That's literally what they did. Actually, this conversation we was talking about Treyway and non-Trey. This conversation isn't. I'll tell you what. I'll help you out the door, Mr. Gordon. How about that? Peace. Hit that nigga straight in the face with his bags. I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. Actually, the ads, the subscribers did start going up because there was admins that was deleting people after the chat was over. There was admins coming back after the chat was over and just blocking people. So now it looks like we're going up, but we're not really going up. We're just not having 50 niggas getting deleted in a day. 20 niggas getting deleted in a day. I say one thing that an admin might not like, they'll go back, they'll come back, and they'll delete like 20 niggas, 100 niggas. So that's not happening. So that's basically what was going on. Yeah, so. What you gonna do? So now they can't delete people. So now they go to everybody's DMs. Like if they find people on IG, they go to people's DMs and they harass them. Like the shit is crazy. There's nothing I can do about it though. All right, I don't even want to talk about that. Oh wow. He said he had a Facebook group. He let people help mod. They kicked him out and changed the password. That's crazy. Shout out to Charlotte. Yeah, but that's what niggas do. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that because fuck that shit. There's nothing I can do about that. There's zero I can do about that. That's because people feel like they own you. You understand what I'm saying? Their problem was they felt like they own me. I'm a human being. You can't own me. You can't own me. I'm a human being. Like, why are you trying to own? And then these same people are the same people that talk about how terrible slavery was. You can't own me. How can you own me? I think the content is okay. I've been working on some other stuff, so I haven't really been putting anything out recently. There's other things I got to work on. I'm trying to get to the next iteration of what I want the BBN to be personally, and I'm pretty sure that when I do make that next step, because I'm trying to do there's a lot of moving parts right now. I'm pretty sure when I do make that next step, there's gonna be people that they's gonna feel away. You understand what I'm saying? They gotta understand how they fucked up. We fucked up. Okay, first of all, the mods was doing what I asked them to do for the most part. Let me explain what the problem is before. This is what the problem was. I'm gonna explain what the problem was. We had a couple of people who were here. Some of them were mods, some of them were not mods. And what they would do is they would just argue with people for no reason. Now there's an argument going. Now, since the mod knows the individual that's one of the individuals that's arguing, they're going to kick the other person. I don't think that that's fair. I don't think it's fair if a mod starts an argument with somebody just so that person could say something crazy and then they could kick them. I don't think that that's fair. What you think about the what you think about the merch, Chucky? I don't think that that's fair. So when I asked them to stop doing that, they don't want to stop doing that. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to say who, but there was at least 2 or 3 different entities that came into the chat that wanted to do business with us. And they really 100% messed up opportunities. Appreciate you, Sea Breeze. They 100 definitely appreciate you. That's a fact. They 100% mess up opportunities because people hit me in my DMs on their fucking the blue check accounts. Niggas is hitting me in my DMs on their blue check accounts, and they were telling me, "Look, I tried to come into your chat, yada yada, this and that. We like what you're doing over there, but so what am I gonna do?" And then even after that, I didn't get rid of anybody. I just told them that they needed to stop. I don't hate them. They hate me. Let's not get that confused. Anyway, let's move on. Can we move on? Can we fucking move on? I don't want to even discuss this. That wasn't even a professional decision. I had no choice. To be honest with you, what the fuck choice do I got? Like, I'm trying to run a business over here. What choice do I got? We will be having more. First of all, I'm gonna be going down to Philly a lot now. I'm gonna be down in Philly beginning of the month. I'm gonna be down in Philly in the beginning of the month. On the first. Shout out to the Virgin Isles. Yeah. I'm gonna be down in Philly on the first. On the first, I'm gonna be down in Philly. You could not like Pusha T, but yes, one of them didn't like Pusha T. That's a fact. It might be bigger than you. It might be bigger than me. It's not bigger than you and me. You dig? I doubt they're gonna put the energy that they put into building their own platform that they put into trying to tear this one down. Because if they could have put that energy into their platform, they would have been putting that energy into this platform. You dig? Anyway, yep, Black Dynamite. It's a fact. Um, I don't want to talk about this, by the way. This isn't shit I care about, to be honest with you. So could we talk about other things? Yeah, I just blocked that dude. He was trying to send me. I gotta send somebody a message. People are always mad at me, yo. You be some you be surprised at how often people be mad at me about shit. Niggas is always mad at me. People always asking me why I block them. I block bullshit. The fuck? Why do I have to deal? Why do people always think I have to deal with the bullshit? I don't understand. Feel about the Knicks getting the third pick. I didn't think they was gonna get the first pick. Third pick's good with me. What up, Mike Roberts? Yeah. Yo, you there? I didn't think we was gonna get the third pick. I didn't think we was gonna get the I didn't think we was gonna get the first pick. Once again, all right, let's talk about this real quick, please. If you're just incorrigible sport, I don't want to hear craziness. I really don't want to hear craziness. This is why I don't discuss sports, because people talk craziness and I don't really care for it. All right, so the Knicks are a terribly ran organization. I'm a Knicks fan. The Knicks are a terribly ran organization. Why would the NBA, and I'm not saying that the lottery is rigged, but why would the NBA want maybe their biggest prospect in the last 3 or 4 years to go to an organization that's ran as terribly as the Knicks? I'm a Knicks fan. We don't use the N word. All right, Vix. You understand what I'm saying? It don't make sense. Also, the Knicks might be getting Durant, right? A small forward. So let's say we had the number one pick. The Knicks get Zion and the Knicks get Durant, right? They play the same position. Durant, Zion, and Kawhi all play the 3. They play the same position. Kyrie has also always mentioned wanting to become a Knick. All right, he wanted the actually he wanted Cleveland to trade him to the Knicks, just so we could be clear on that. Durant has also been speaking. Durant, there has also been murmurs that Durant wants to be a Knick. Yes, they would have traded the number 1 for Davis, but currently they can still trade the number 3 for Davis, so it don't matter. Get it? They could trade the number 3 for Davis. Trade Zion to the Raiders. The Knicks don't need good young players when you have the number 3 pick and you have Barrett coming out of college. This is the color I have this merch in. I wear hats, so I'm wearing a hat to match my merch. Yesterday I had on blue. Was I flagging that day? I only wear 3 colors at a time. Yeah, I can look in the ARAB. I already did one video on ARAB already, but people gotta want to talk. So basically you got the Knicks. The Knicks can still get Anthony Davis. Appreciate you, Diana. Knicks could still get Anthony Davis. What happened to your pick, Diana? Did you have a pick up there? The Knicks could still get Anthony Davis because they might want to team up. Remember, there's really only 3 players coming out this year. One is Jay Morant, the other one is Barrett, and the other one is Zion. So why wouldn't you trade a player that don't want to be on your team anymore, that is leaving and you're gonna lose, to get 2 rookie contracts that you're gonna basically shed a whole bunch of money off of your freaking you're gonna shed a whole bunch of salary cap, right? Money off of your salary cap. And you're going to be able to sign them to rookie deals, and you're going to be able to have the rights to them for 3 to 4 years. And they played in college together, so they already have some kind of chemistry. The only bad thing I could see about them making that damn deal is that neither one of those guys can shoot a jump shot. So shout out to them for that. I don't think everyone that gets out on bail from the feds have an ankle bracelet or a monitoring system, but I could be wrong. We gotta see what happens with Kevin Knox. There's a couple of things that I just do not like about him. I think he's a bench player. I believe Jay Morant is the better player. I believe Jay Morant is better than RJ. That's just my opinion. I want the Knicks to get Jay Morant, so I hope they do take RJ. True First says, no, I was in Club Fed. No monitors if released. Chucky says no, ankle bracelets are for certain bail conditions, not for all. Rasheem Jack. This is my merch. I'm trying to. I know y'all can't barely see the damn shirt, but this is my merch. Go cop the merch. The morning coffee merch. I don't understand why everybody comes to morning coffee. Y'all won't buy one shirt. Well, some of y'all bought shirts. So let me be quiet. They might be planning some government games. That's a fact. What's today? Tuesday? Mario Gray is banned, isn't he? I think he's banned. I told y'all he's already DM'd like 2 or 3 people today, telling the people not to come in here. This is what they do. This is their whole entire life revolves around trying to shut down BNBN. Their whole life. I'm trying to tell you there's nothing I could do. Like, there's nothing I could do. They just their whole entire life revolves around me in one way or another. This shit is crazy. Yes, Miss Treyway has told me also that she does not believe he was locked up. She actually told me that she knew somebody that saw him and said he was free. I already said that I look into the ARAB case at Ace. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I said that already. You don't got to keep commenting. I'm trying to tell you, all they do is DM people all day. There's like a couple of them. They just DM people all day. This shit's crazy, yo. Actually, I do hear a lot of good things about my voice. I appreciate you. People keep saying, "Why you sound like that? I thought you was a young nigga." Like, nah, I'm just a regular dude, man. I can't help it that my voice sounds like this. Copy, appreciate you, Rasheem Jack. How you doing today? True First says, "Don't waste your time with Arab. He is done informant for 1 year investigation. You do the math." Shout out to you for working a night shift. That's a fact. What's up, Wolverine? That's what they do. Chunky right now is talking about how they in her DMs trying to tell her not to come to the BBN. That's what they do. They almost, yo, you don't understand how many people they bully to go to the other chat so they could donate money over there. The shit is crazy. That's why I just be like, if you're gonna go over there, just go over there. You don't even gotta tell me about it. Yeah, you're gonna go over there, just go over there. Don't even tell me about it. I'm not gonna be mad at you. APB on Bree Powell. Or you trying to say she's over there? She probably is. I mean, what the fuck do I know? Nobody knows what happened to the Troy Ave case, and you already know when a case disappears what that usually means. I'll show everybody the snow release one more time. I mean, they might be at work. What the point in which I'm making is I don't know what anybody is doing. We're gonna drop that merch too. That merch is about to drop. That's a fact. I got a couple of things that's gonna probably be dropping. I think that's gonna be dropping soon. Do I ever feel like Snow just used this platform to take shots at people he doesn't like? Um, I know for a fact Snow had been beefing with quite a few people that he never mentioned on this platform. So I don't think that's what he's been doing. I think he's been trying to come to the platform so he could speak about his book. I believe that 100%. But I don't think he's been just coming here to talk about people he don't like, because I know for a fact people that he's been arguing at on you on and on social media for like 6-7 months before I even spoke to him, and he hasn't mentioned them at all. So I don't think that's what he's doing. But I could see why people would think that, but I don't think that's what he's doing. I think he's trying to get to the bag. I do think he did come on here one day and say some weird shit and made me have to erase a fucking video, and I ain't talked to him for a fucking month because of that bullshit. He came on here one day and talked about some old shit or something like that, throwing dirt at somebody. He did that one time, and I ain't talked to him for like a month. That's a fact. That's a fact. I even tell you what he talked about. He talked about fucking what's this nigga name? I forgot the nigga name. But he talked about Billy Otto. He talked about Billy Otto. And yeah. He talked about Billy Otto, and I ain't talked to him for a month after that shit. Probably more than a month. Probably could have been like a month and a half, 2 months after he did that shit. I wasn't taking his calls or nothing. So if you say he's just coming here to throw dirt at people, I personally don't get down like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I personally don't get down like that. If I think you're just gonna come on the platform so you can talk shit about somebody, I'm just not gonna invite you on, to be honest with you. But I can see why people feel that way though. But that's why if somebody comes on my platform and they talk about you and they saying some shit that you don't think is right, I'm not gonna say you don't have the right to also come here and defend yourself. Let me know. You understand what I'm saying? If when he said whatever he said about Billy Otto and Billy Otto didn't like it, Billy Otto hit me up. He told me what it was. I investigated what Billy Otto said, found out that Billy Otto was telling the truth, took the video down. Period. We're not doing that. I was just about to show y'all something. Oh, let me show y'all they got this one shit. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to show y'all this first. Okay, so first thing I want to say about this is I fucking love her hair. Now, do I think that she's a bad chick? Do I think that she's dope? Heck yeah, I think she's dope. I think she's dope as hell. But as impressive as all of that other stuff that she's doing is, that shit is impressive as hell. I'm way more impressed at her hair. I'm way more impressed at the fact that she has a real damn afro and she rocking that shit. All that other shit is dope. That shit take training. That afro shit. Yeah, she fine as hell too. That's a fact. But I love her hair. Her hair is fucking dope as shit, yo. I like afros. I like them short, long. I like afros. That's a fact. Hey, look at her hair, yo. I like afros, short, long. That's my IG, by the way. That's my personal IG. This is the one that I'm on when I'm talking my shit. This is the one that I do most of the BBM business on. That's the one we do the BBM business on. This is the one that I'm on when I'm just talking my shit. So if you want to go to the lives that I be on when I'm just talking my shit, this would be the account to go follow. This is the account when I'm just talking my shit, doing my regular everyday stuff. That's the account. For everybody that didn't see, this is when Snow Billy got out.
Yeah. They freed the Gaza. Snow Billy on that motherfucking $1 million bail. $1 million bail, you know what it is. Free the guys, man. $1 million bail, baby. Make sure y'all hit that link too. Make sure y'all hit that link. Go cop that book. 69 shots, booksaga.com. Hit the link. You know what it is. We out here. You know what it is. Bring that bullpen all day, nigga. Look, nigga. Feed the guys, nigga. Know what it is. Yeah. They freed the Gaza. Snow Billy on that motherfucking $1 million bail. $1 million bail, you know what it is. Free the guys, man. $1 million bail, baby. Make sure y'all hit that link too. Make sure y'all hit that link. Go cop that book. 69 shots, booksaga.com. Hit the link. You know what it is. We out here. You know what it is. Bring that bullpen all day, nigga. Look, nigga. Feed the guys, nigga. Know what it is. Yeah. They freed the guy.
All right, so that's when Snow Billy came out. Some people think it's fake. Some people think it's real. What do you think? What do you think? Some people think it's fake. Some people think it's real. I have no idea why he would fake it. You tell me. Hey, I'm not saying I'm not taking a stance on any of this shit. I'm just reporting it. Just so we could be clear. I'm just reporting it. I'm not taking a stance on any of this shit. I'm just reporting it. Because for some strange reason, people feel like everybody I report on, I have some like close friendship with. I don't have no problem with Snow Billy. I don't have no beef with him. I have not ever did a crime with him where he is now snitching on me about. I ain't try to kill the man. I ain't sleep with his wife. I don't know if anybody slept with his wife, to be honest with you, other than him. So let's just be clear on that. I wasn't doing I wasn't getting high with him somewhere. I covered a damn story. That was a female talking about his pant size, by the way, Darren Moore. That was a female. Females are usually talking about our pant size. I'm not going to let that go through because you used the F word. But females is usually talking about our pant size. That was a female. Horaces. Oh, you can tell I don't know how to say your name. Horace C's. Horaces. All right. Did I say it right? Oh man, Young from Denver said I just got here. The first thing I hear is I didn't sleep with his wife. Wait, Chucky? See, I thought Chunky said that. Pardon me. I thought Chunky said that. Ah, it was a Chucky. Pardon me. I confused the Chucky and the Chunky name. It was a dude that said that. I apologize. Sea Breeze is a dude. Oh, so Chunky did say tight pants also. So that's the one I saw. Now people are trolling Miss Treyway. You niggas are the worst. Miss Treyway is so nice. Well, I don't know. She's like gang member and shit. But Miss Treyway is cool with me. Please, let's not troll Miss Treyway. Miss Treyway is cool, okay? She feeling away. She's got beef with whoever she got beef with. Miss Treyway is cool. All right. I like Miss Treyway. I like Miss Treyway. She a cutie too. That's a fact. She a cutie. Dude, I'm not saying the video is fake, so I'm not questioning the video. I'm just saying the video was the video. I just think that people have a right to have their own opinion about whatever the fuck. Shout out to Compton. Yeah, but shout out from Compton. That's a fact. Yeah. I need to go out to Compton one of these days. What's up? I come out there to Compton, Rashad. Y'all gonna make sure I don't get y'all make sure I get home safe. I don't just show people pictures randomly without them giving me okay. She's a cutie, believe me. They locking for you. They're locking for me. They're warrants for my arrest now. I have no idea who you are, Jams TV. Oh, I'm not questioning Snow Billy. Just so we are clear on that, I'm not questioning whether. Oh, now they got people saying I'm a creep. There's nothing you could do. There's just people that just hate me. I don't know why I keep telling y'all, I don't hate them. The Bible says, don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. So I don't hate them. I'm not talking about checking in. I'm talking about going over there and not getting caught up in no bullshit. What up, Watchina? Yeah, the Bible says don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. I don't hate them. Do I hate what they're doing? Absolutely. Yeah, but don't even put that in the chat. Just please don't put that in the chat. Loquisha movie. Hold on. Let me see what you're talking about. Yeah, I deleted it. Come on, I don't got time for that. I don't hate them. You understand what I'm saying? Are they gonna hate me? They're gonna hate me to the day they die. Are they gonna spend the rest of their life trying to destroy me? They're gonna spend the rest of their lives trying to destroy me. There's nothing I can do about that. I've never even heard about this, so I don't even know what this is. I've never heard about this.
Hey, what's up?
Nope, we're not looking at that. I don't know. I got to look into it. I don't know anything about any of this. Loquisha Smith official trailer. I think you spelled it wrong. Nope, that's something else. I don't know what this is. I got to look into it. I got to look into it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I got to look into it. But y'all say, but this is what y'all got to understand. I read, I looked, I just seen something that said something about a white dude playing a black something or other, whatever the case was. I don't know. But this is what y'all got to understand, right? We destroy ourselves. We destroy ourselves and our own people. What would make you think that the people who hate us of other nationalities don't believe that they have the right to do the same? You understand what I'm saying? We destroy ourselves and our own people. What would make you think that some white people somewhere don't think that they should get in on it? You know, either for money or for fun. You understand what I'm saying? Just take that into consideration. Every single time you see somebody talk about how, shout out to Colton Witchner for the donation. He said, quick recap on the snow. Snow just got released. I just showed the clip real quick, but hold on. Let me not lose point with what we're talking about. Um, Put it like this. Whenever we destroy our own people. Look, okay, I'll give you an example that doesn't involve me. Look at, I'm not even going to talk about murdering at this point, Rasheem Jack. I'm not even talking about murdering at this point. All right. So hold on. I'm going to explain to you the logic, or my logic behind this at least. Right? Not even Jussie Smokes. Hold on. And it's Smollett or something like that. Hold on. Listen. When we have people like, what's his dude name? Steve Harvey on television. Send me the link. Send me the link on my send me the link on my IG, EOS. Send me the link on my IG. When we have people like Steve Harvey on television, and I'm going to explain why I'm using Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is a very, very smart man to a degree. He understands that he doesn't make his money by being funny. Steve Harvey makes his money by degrading people of color. That's how he makes his money, by telling black jokes. Now, the best way I could put it is like this. Think about it. Check out Steve Harvey. He basically tells black jokes. All of his jokes is consistently the difference between white folks. Oh man, I didn't mean Kelly Clarkson. It's not Kelly Clarkson, that other chick that used to be on I said the wrong name. Not Kelly Clarkson. It's Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy. I think that's her name. The big chick, the funny big girl. Hold on. So when you got people like Steve Harvey out there that they make their money off of the great Melissa McCarthy, thank you. When they make their money off of degrading black folk, Melissa McCarthy, they make their money off of degrading black folk. They make their money off of basically showing how white people are better than black people. That's how he makes his money. You can't have him out there and then also tell me that you're for black people. You understand what I'm saying? You can't watch Steve Harvey and tell me that you are for black people. You can't do that. You can't watch. You can't be part of a movement to take down a black man who's done nothing and tell me that you're for black people. You understand what I'm saying? Think about that for a minute. You're going to be part of a movement to take down black people, but at the same time be upset that police is killing black people. How does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. I'm for the improvement of black people, but at the same time, I'm going to help take down black people. How does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying? But that's how they have our mind tricked. We got to do unlearning. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just like it's important for us to learn, just like it's important for us to acquire new information, we have to get rid of some of the shit that we think that we know. A lot of the shit that we think that we know, it's not good information. It's bad information. You understand what I'm saying? Robin McQueen said desegregation was the worst thing to happen to us. Too many of us want to drink from the water fountain. I'm gonna disagree with you on that, but I understand what you're saying. The reason why desegregation had to happen is because we weren't getting the fair part of the balance. We didn't have, back then, we didn't have the resources to have our own schools and have them funded appropriately. We didn't have the resources to have our own restaurants and then be doing well enough that they could be able to sell good food and we get the good food. We didn't have the resources. Now we have the resources. Now, while I'm not for segregation, I'm not for segregation. What I am saying is we didn't have proper representation or the resources back then. So we had to desegregate in order to be able to get to the point that we're at now. You understand what I'm saying? Because imagine, you look how they do in Flint, Michigan. You think that they would imagine how they would have had the water that we would have been drinking back then. You understand what I'm saying? If they could have. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Look how they do in Flint, Michigan. They're poisoning a whole entire city of people for how many years now? These people can't even take a bath in that water. So when I hear people say that they're for tearing down a black man who's done nothing, just somebody that they don't agree with principles, just somebody they might not like as a person. Shout out to Vix for the donation. She says, one love, support each other, world peace. That's a fact. So just when I hear somebody say, oh, I'm against police brutality and I'm against these police officers that killed that black pregnant lady for no reason, when you hear these people say that, but in that same breath, they're gonna orchestrate or try to attempt to tear down another person of color, you can't take these people seriously. This is why we have movies like this Loquisha coming out, or whatever the fuck that shit is. You understand what I'm saying? This is why we have shit like that. This is why we have black folks who can't get a job for no other reason than because the people that own the business have a realistic fear of them doing some stupid shit. You niggas don't even stick together. You understand the logic behind that? Imagine how, check this out. Imagine how the average, hold on. I'm just gonna, that's a fact. UK seeing things about Flint, that's terrible. That's a fact. I'm going to point something out real quick. Just real quick. Imagine the people, the Caucasian people that come to this channel, right? They see what I talk about on a daily basis. They see the type of energy that I put out. And then at the same time, these same Caucasian people, they see how there's black people, how there's people of color they spend 15 hours of their fucking day trying to destroy me. These Caucasian people is looking at us like, yo, these black people, like, what the fuck is wrong with them? This guy's a pretty good guy with a pretty good platform who gives out pretty good information. He's trying to do pretty good things. Why in the hell would his own people be trying to destroy him? You understand what I'm saying? So you can't tell me that all of these people out here that is incredulous about Caucasian people murdering blacks, that's incredulous about police officers murdering blacks, that's incredulous about people putting out media that are not black, speaking negatively about blacks. You can't tell me that these people are for black people when they're trying to destroy a black man for no reason. You just can't tell me this. You just can't tell me this. I'm just pointing that out. So when y'all tell me, am I mad at people? Look, I don't hate them. I hate the sin. You understand what I'm saying? I don't hate them. Why? Half of them, they don't even understand what they're doing. They don't have any kind of, they can't comprehend what they're actually doing. Because let's say you're a black person and you want to do business with another person, right? And you see that this person is constantly trying to destroy and take down another black man, and you want to do business with black people, and you see that these people are constantly trying to, how could your platform grow? How could your platform grow? These people are, whether they realize it or not, preventing their own platform from getting bigger. Because the only place they know how to try to get people to come to the platform is if they come here and troll. So they watch this platform all day in order to try to find people to try to get them to come to their platform. They're not doing any actual freaking videos that are worth watching. They're not doing anything that's worth content. They're not doing anything. All they got is about 40, 50, 60 people over there, whatever number the fuck they got over there, that's basically coming here exclusively in order to try to get people to come from here to go over there. So y'all ask me, how do I feel about the shit? How can I feel about the shit? What am I gonna do about that? I got my own shit I gotta worry about. I can't try to manipulate them to stop. First of all, I should be warning them to stop. What do you mean manipulate them? How am I manipulating them? I don't talk to them. I don't go over there to them. I don't comment on them. And I'm just talking about it now because it came up in conversation. How am I trying to manipulate? This is what I'm talking about. People are mentally ill. People are mentally ill. Listen to that. I'm trying to manipulate. What am I? Hold on, Prince to Amir. What have you seen me do to try to manipulate them? That's me, Martinez. What I'm saying is actually common sense, not for nothing. And I'm just really just talking common sense. You understand what I'm saying? That's guilt. That's their own inner guilt. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know they're doing wrong. That's their own inner guilt. That's it. That's it. That's all that is. I'm not doing nothing to them. That's their own inner guilt. Anything that I do, they feel like it. Anytime I say anything positive, they feel like I'm aiming it at them because that's their own inner guilt. I don't got no control over that. Stop doing what you're doing. You start feeling guilty. That's it. When it comes to this Loquisha movie, which is meant to be a comedy, I feel it's not funny and it's meant to be different. I keep trying to tell you, the way that they attack us now is by trying to act like shit is supposed to it's all meant to be a joke. That's how they attack us. That's how they attack you. I'm telling you right now. That's how they attack people. By trying to make it seem like it's a joke. I'm telling you. Oh man, they want to see how you respond. They insult you. I'm telling you what people do. They insult you, right? And then if you respond negatively back to it, they say, oh, it's a joke. You can't take a joke. No, nigga, I don't take insults. Why do I gotta accept the insult? You're not understanding what I'm saying, Robert McQueen. I'm saying if they didn't desegregate, we'd probably have half our population right now, Mr. Robert McQueen. If there was no desegregation, and we would probably have half of our current population, because we wouldn't have all of these actors, we wouldn't have all of these lawyers, we wouldn't have all of these anythings, because people wouldn't even have been able to go to the school to learn these skills. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, people wouldn't even be able to go to anywhere to learn these skills. We wouldn't have these things. Without desegregation, you know how many of our babies would be dying? You know how many of our babies will be dying in childbirth? You know how many of our mothers giving birth will be dying during childbirth? You don't get what I'm saying, Mr. McQueen. We're not in Egypt. And you're saying we built Egypt, but that's a whole nother story. But we're not in Egypt. Go speak to some people that lived back then. That's all I can say. Go speak to some people who lived back then. Just go speak to some of them. Go speak to how hard it was. Go speak to how it felt that at any time white people could run up in your house, rape your family, and kill you. That's what you want us to stay in? You wanted us to go back to that. Like at any time, go speak to some of them. Just go speak to some of them. Just go speak to some of them. I hear what you're saying, but I'm talking about facts right now. You go speak to some of them. Go watch, what's the name of that movie that what's his name? What's his name? He just made a movie. It just came out. Spike Lee just made a movie that he won some awards on. I forgot the name of the movie. I saw that movie. Go watch that movie. I don't know what else to tell you, man. They was literally running up into our houses. Black Klansmen. Go watch that. And Rosewood. Go watch that. I don't know why you think it was so much better when we was desegregated, but it wasn't. They were literally just raping our women and not held responsible. They were literally just murdering us and not being held responsible. I don't understand why you think that's better than what we're living in now. I don't think he's an idiot. I just think he's trying to make a specific point. I think he's looking at the world as we should be desegregated now. I'm saying it's one thing to say we should be desegregated now when we have the resources and when we have a foothold of some kind of political power, in contrast with saying we should have been desegregated then. Being desegregated then, they were just running up in our house, killing people, dragging people, fathers and sons out of their house and hanging them. They were just dragging people out of their house and hanging them. I don't understand how that's better. Okay, so hold on, Mr. Robert McQueen. Explain to me how. No, black people have always had sellouts. Who do you think was the people that was working for Massa in the house? Who do you think those dudes was? Who do you think was the people that was working for Massa in the house? You don't think they were sellouts? The people that could have poisoned all of them white people but decided not to. They could have just poisoned the fucking the white people. They could have just all poisoned them niggas. They making their food. They could have just poisoned them niggas. You might be using that word Uncle Tom's wrong, to be honest with you. They could have just poisoned the white slave masters. They didn't have to fight them. They make their food. Man, they were just dragging people out of their... When? They were just dragging people out of their houses, man. They were just dragging males out of their houses, castrating them and hanging them. You think that's better than what we live in now? Oh, man, I don't know what to tell you. And you know I'm not coming at you. Once again, we could have just poisoned them. There was no need for slavery rebellions. We make their food. We could have just poisoned them. You could have literally just poisoned them. No, slavery didn't go how it was written. It's a fact. We don't know how bad slavery really was. All right. Slavery was 10 times worse than what people think it is. All right. 10 times worse. Have you ever spoken to somebody who is like one generation removed from slavery? I have. Slavery wasn't that far back. People just think it was. Slavery really wasn't that far back. Facts. I've spoken to people who was one generation removed from slavery. Slavery was so much worse. It's hard for me to watch any slave movies. It's hard for me to watch any slave movies. It's just hard. I mean, really hard. Just imagine all of your women are being raped. All of your young boys are being raped. All of the men are being raped. Because that's how they break you. So take that into consideration for a minute. Just take that into consideration. Take that into consideration for a minute. Everybody is being fucked up the ass because that's how they break you. Take that into consideration. Think about that for a minute. And I'm not even just talking about the other horrible things that they was doing, cutting people limbs off and castrating the males. And I'm not even talking about that. So, like I keep saying, people need to unlearn some of the things that they think they know. People really need to unlearn some of the things that they think they know. Seriously. There's a lot of misinformation out there and a lot of shit out there that people think that they know what they're talking about, and quite honestly don't. You just don't know what you're talking about. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful to anybody. It's just a lot of shit out there that people think they know. They don't know. You don't know. You just really don't know. Sorry about that. Wait, Alex said what? What did Alex say racist? Yeah, Native Americans were right. It was crazy. What did Alex say racist? I don't see Alex saying anything racist. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't see Alex saying anything racist. I don't see Alex saying anything racist. Nothing at all. It sounded like he was 100% on point. They do try to whitewash history. That's a fact. They don't try, they do. What do you think school is about? School is about teaching us to be docile. That's what school is about. School is to indoctrinate us and teach us to be docile. My point is this, Mr. Robert McQueen. If we would have never been desegregated, first of all, me and you might not even be alive today. That's one. We might not even be alive today. We might not even be alive. You know how they was experimenting on people? We go to the hospital, they was fucking experimenting on us. You don't notice that there's a lot of older folk that they do not want to go to the hospital because they were alive when we go to the hospital for the little old minorest thing, and they'll experiment on us without us even knowing. we wouldn't even be alive, yo. There's a good chance of that. Me and you would not be alive. Or maybe one of us. Desegregation had to happen. I'm telling you. Desegregation had to happen, man. I don't know how many, let's see, we probably have half of the blacks in America right now. We probably only have like half of the blacks. Whatever our number is of blacks in America, they'll probably be cut in half. So I'm trying to tell you. No, from an economic perspective, we would not be in the place that we're currently in. There wouldn't be no Jay-Z's. There wouldn't be any rich black people. There would be no rich black people, no millionaire black people. There'd be no rich black people. Zero. What are you doing? Like, are you understand what you're actually saying? You think during segregation it was rich black people? You think when segregation was going on that there were rich black people? If we don't have any rich black people, we don't have no financial power. Man, I'm not having this conversation. I'm just not having this conversation because you want us. I don't even want you just can't. You're so stuck on the thing that you want to talk about that you're saying fuck everything else. You're not thinking about we don't have no black people with any power or authority in the country. So they're just gonna go back to dragging us out of our houses, raping our women and killing us. You don't care about none of that. Let's say what else you don't care about. You don't care about all of us that ever get accused for a crime or immediately being found guilty, going to jail or being just executed. You don't care about that. No, that is literally what you're saying. You're saying that you don't want, that we should have never desegregated. I'm telling you about all the stuff that was going on before we desegregated. I'm talking about, let's think about some of the things that was going on before we desegregated. We had schools where they weren't teaching where our education was. Good morning, Bloom. We had schools where our education was terrible, and we would have never been able to compete in the in the workforce. Never. We'd have never been able to compete in the workforce. Black Wall Street. Yes, you see what they did to Black Wall Street? Why was they even? You're proving my point. Why was that even able to happen to Black Wall Street? Why? Explain to me why that was able to happen to Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was for everybody that don't know, Black Wall Street was, I forgot what town or city it was in. It could have been in Detroit. It could have been a little bit more south, but it was a segregated community. It was a segregated community. It was a segregated community where the blacks lived on one side and the whites lived on one side, and the black side was doing so much better than the white side that the white side attacked and destroyed the black side, and nothing happened to them. Tulsa, Oklahoma, that's where it was. And nothing happened to them. You want to know why nothing happened to them? Because it was segregation, and their fucking country didn't care what happened to black people. That's why they were able to go destroy, absolutely wipe them off of the fucking map, a whole entire town, and the country didn't even care. This is the type of shit that these guys want to go back to. This is what that's the way you think that we should be living, right? Where whenever we start doing well, white people could just come destroy us and the government is going to let them do it. This is what you want to go back to. Yeah, but they have to pretend like they care. Yes, and they came and destroyed Black Wall Street. You're actually proving my point. You're proving my point. Black people started doing well, had their own shit, minding their own business, and the white people decided that they were going to come and destroy it, and the government did nothing about it. Why? Because of segregation. You don't call people names. I don't know who you are, Valley Dog, but you out of here. I'm hitting you right over the head with your bags. Once again, I grew up in an era where when old folks talk, you listen. I spoke to plenty of old folks, and when they described what was going on in the 50s and the 40s, half of y'all niggas wouldn't even be able to live in that time. Half of us wouldn't be able to live in that time. We wouldn't be able to live in that time. Not the way that we are currently, where you can't go outside. You understand what I'm saying? Where you can't go outside, where you gotta hide everywhere you go. Half of y'all go crazy if some white dude called y'all the N-word. How you gonna live back in a time when that's all they called you? Like, how? Explain this to me. You know what sharecropping is? That's what dudes have to do. Sharecropping. That's basically going in debt. Your job is to literally go in debt. Because you're always gonna go in debt, sharecropping. So your job is to literally go in debt. If we didn't have desegregation, half of us wouldn't even be here. Yep, sharecropping was legal slavery. That's a fact. And you think, okay, so hold on, time out. So before desegregation, what could black people take? Please explain to me this, Mr. Robert McQueen. Before desegregation, name something that black people could take. Exactly, nothing. Please explain to me before desegregation something that black people could take. Time out. Now, you understand, Mr. Robert McQueen. I'm not putting these words in your mouth. You think we took our freedom before desegregation? We didn't take our freedom. Harriet Tubman saved a few hundred people. Yes. But when you're talking about a few hundred people, when you're talking about hundreds of thousands of people, what kind of percentage of people did she save? Shout out to Harriet Tubman. Shout out to everybody involved with the Underground Railroad. But they saved a few hundred people. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people. I didn't say anything about passing the narrative that we weren't doing anything. What I'm saying is that before desegregation, white people were running up into our houses, raping our women, hanging our men, burning our businesses. This is the shit you and Dude want to go back to. Okay, so hold on. Who thinks it's better? Hold on. We're talking about desegregation. Who thinks it's better? Who thinks it's better to live in a time where you could get lynched in contrast with not getting lynched? Raise your hands. You think being lynched, you rather live in that time. You don't want to live in the time of being lynched. Want to be lynched? Want to live in the time of being lynched? don't want to live in the time of being lynched. No. Let's vote on some of the things that was going on during desegregation. That's fair, right? Let's vote on some of the things that was going on during segregation. Because their argument is that we should have never desegregated. My argument is without desegregation, we wouldn't be where we're currently at. That's my argument. We're not being lynched the way we were being lynched. What he is saying is this. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to explain exactly what I believe him to be saying. What I believe him to be saying is that we should have never desegregated, because if we never desegregated, because of what we basically have now, we'll be able to do different things and we'll be off living our best lives away from the people that hate us. Right? That's what I think he's saying. What I'm saying is, if we would have never desegregated, we wouldn't be living the way that we're living now. We wouldn't be living like we're living. You think they would have allowed for us to use the internet the way that we use the internet right now if we never desegregated? You think that? You think if we segregate now, hold on, you think if we tried to segregate now, you don't think they're going to put laws in place to fuck us up? People are worried about the wrong shit. You think that if blacks segregated now, they wouldn't put laws in place to fuck us up? The police are killing us now and we living with them. Imagine if we didn't live with them, what they'd be doing to us. Imagine what if we didn't live with them, what he'd be doing to us. So Lovely Peace says he's not saying that. He's saying we need to go back to the mentality of that time to do it on our own. And what I'm saying is you're talking about a very small percentage of people who are doing anything on their own. The majority of the people weren't doing shit on their own. The majority of the people were getting lynched, raped, businesses and houses burned down, scared to go outside. That's 95% of the people. 5% of the people were doing something, and then they were getting killed when they got too big. So what are you talking? Like, you don't. I understand what you're trying to say, but you're worried about the wrong thing. You're worried 100%, in my opinion, about the wrong thing. When there was, wait, hold on, Frost. Then why was Black Wall Street so? You talking about Black Wall Street, the place that the whites came and burned down? Hold on. Lovely Peace. You're talking about Black Wall Street, the place that the whites came and burned down, right? That's what you're talking about. Let's just be clear on this. Hold on, Lovely Peace. Just answer in how many words you want to answer. You're saying Black Wall Street, the place that the whites came and burned down, the white racists came and burned down. That's what you're talking about, right? No. I'm asking Lovely Peace. Lovely Peace. You're saying Black Wall Street, the place that the whites came, the racist whites came and burned down, right? No answer. She's telling us we need to be like the place that the white racists came and burned down. So you want us all to get burned down? I don't understand. If we had a military, we wouldn't need our schools and gross. So you think that if we would have desegregated, if we would have never desegregated, we'd be to the point where we could have a military? That's one. Two, we kind of did have a military. They were called the Black Panthers. Do you remember the Black Panthers? Does anybody remember what happened to the Black Panthers? I'm just curious. Does anybody remember what happened to the Black Panthers? And for everybody that don't know, basically the Black Panthers are the Bloods and the Crips right now. But does anybody remember what happened to the Black Panthers? Anybody remember what happened to them? They got killed, right? They destroyed. They had their whole coalition destroyed, right? These are the people that they're saying, okay, so what's your next example of Lovely Peace? I didn't say Black Panthers were around when Wall Street happened. Did I say that? I'm 100% sure I didn't say that. Are you just making a comment to make it seem like I said something that I didn't say? Because I know for a fact that I did not link those two things together. Lovely Peace, would you like to call in? If you would like to call in, Lovely Peace, this is my DM because I want to give you the opportunity. Hold on. This is my IG right here. That's my IG right there. Send me your phone number. No, we're entertaining this because we feel like entertaining this. This is an important conversation. I don't know if she's white, black, whatever she is. I'm going to assume she's not white, though. I don't see why she would be taking the position. She does sound like, because the shit she's saying don't make any sense to me neither. But we're going to give her the opportunity to talk. Maybe it makes more sense when she's actually verbalizing it other than typing it out. So you send me a number. All right. I'll matter of fact, I'll call both of y'all. Send me the number. Why are y'all arguing with Miss Treyway? I like Miss Treyway. She's a friend of the fucking channel. Stop arguing with her. She has a right to not like this dude. She has a right to like or not like anybody she doesn't want to like and not like. Stop. Leave her alone. Hold on. I don't think she's going to call. I told her to send me the number. I dropped the jump off. She's not going to call. I'm going to go be right back. She doesn't want this. She don't want to call in, but she want to talk. So, not a problem. I'm going to call you in a minute, Mr. Robert McQueen. I'm going to let you state your point. But look, I disagree. Somebody disagreed with me. I'm giving them the opportunity to speak up for themselves. Right? Be right back. She ain't going to call. He's not going to fare no better. You're testing. Okay, you're testing. Oh, she's in class or some shit? You're in class doing the test and over here arguing about this shit? Shout out to you. All right, so we're going to call him up, but I just want to be clear on something. She said she's taking the test, right? Testing her G? I don't even want to know what that means. I do not want to know what that means. Oh, man. Oh, what? I don't even want to know what that means. Anyway, let's move on from that shit. I don't know. Oh, Sam, I'm testing her gangster. No, I just didn't think he was gonna call in. I didn't think he wanted to get on the line to begin with. Jamie Grant says, please, the person Frost is about to call in, do not mess it up for the rest of us. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna let him talk, and he's gonna have the opportunity to talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about and explain his point. And then I'm gonna let him explain his point, because that's how we're gonna do it. If I can remember where the fucking phone number is. I hate this shit. I thought I corrected that shit. I guess I didn't. Oh, there we go.
What's going on, man?
What up, my dude? How you feeling today?
I'm good. How you, bro?
Regular. I hope you said bro.
Yeah.
Regular.
Yeah, it's all good. We just have a little conversation. It's a little different when you typing stuff in or whatever. I'm using the phone, so. But first thing first, man. Like, all I was really pretty much saying is, when I was like talking from a standpoint of saying desegregation was the worst thing that ever happened to us, I was speaking specifically towards the fact that, okay, we was forced to have our own, right? And we was together, regardless to being, whether we was forced or not. We had to do what we had to do, right?
Hold on. I want to bring you some backup. So let me call homegirl, and I think I know what she was doing. I think she was changing her profile pic. She was like, "I'm not sexy enough on this profile pic." Is this your girlfriend? Is this your shorty? She a baddie though. If she is, shout out to you. I hope your real woman isn't listening to this.
That part.
She a cutie though. That's a fact. Hey, how you doing? Oh, we over here. I'm about to call you right now, yeah. I shouldn't have said that, because now you're gonna have like a ton of people in your DMs talking shit about
me.
No, not you. Her. She's gonna have like a ton of people in her DMs talking shit about me if they can find your DMs.
That serious, brother. I don't think it's that serious. We just have a dialogue.
No, not you. I'm talking about them niggas that hate the channel.
Oh.
The weirdos.
Yeah, they need to get a life.
Hold on. Let me add her. We gonna go black for a minute. She like, call the number. Yeah, I'm gonna call the number. Why is it not letting me? Ah, fuck. All right, hold on. I gotta actually memorize the number thing. Hold on, give me a second. I'm calling the number. I'm calling the damn number.
I need more.
Copy text. There we go. Copy text. Okay. Add call. Rat bastards. Okay, so we're just gonna do it like this. Call.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up, baby girl? How you doing today?
Great. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine, but it seems like you beat me there. Yo,
hold on. No. See, you misinterpreted.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me add homeboy back to the chat, and then you could talk about what you want to talk about. All right?
So I don't have to push play. I can just look at the comments, right?
Yeah, you can just look at the comments.
Okay.
Play. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, you gotta have play go. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you want to see what people gonna talk about?
Look at the comments. Right.
All right, both of y'all here. So y'all could coordinate, get y'all story straight.
I mean, let it be ladies first. Let it be ladies first. Let's be jumping. Let it be ladies first.
Ladies first.
Okay. What I feel like the gentleman was saying was, during the desegregation area, excuse me, that we were prospering as people. We had our own. We had this. We had that. We were bringing up, education. medical, everything. You know, until they came in and took that. If we had a military, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing to us now. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't just come and you know, kill a nigga in the street, excuse me, and no military, and not have to worry about a military behind them. If we had that, a lot of stuff wouldn't be happening in our community. Point blank, period. And what he is saying is right. We need to worry about ourselves. They do not care about us. They don't care nothing about us. So let's get that straight first and foremost.
Okay. I think she's at the end of what she had to say. You're up next. Because I plan on taking both of y'all down at the same time. So go.
I mean, being realistic, bro, like just to you know, piggyback off what the young lady said. I mean, we talking about if we want to talk about being at this point, I'm gonna go based off of something you said, and I guess what I have a problem with, right? We talking about equality, man. We're at a point right now. And I hear what you're saying, Jack, because you're saying, "Oh, we're better off now today." Okay, I'm gonna ask now. You tell me what's better off, because when I turn on my TV or I go in my neighborhood or wherever I tend to see my people at, I don't see too much good. I see the freedom. You got quote unquote freedom, and that's why I asked you what is rich and what is freedom, bro. Because you say you free, right? If you free, then I want you to freedom to me is being able to do what you want to do when you want to do how you want to do. You're not free. You're able to run around here and do what you want to do up until the point where they're gonna tell you, hey man, you're not free. You understand what I'm saying? You could think you're free and so forth. And if you want to talk about it in a comparison standpoint, the way I look at it is like this, okay? You could be in today's time and you got all these wealthy millionaire black people. And this is the point that I'm making. You got, you know, we started the conversation with Steve Harvey. You got your LeBron James, you got your Jays, you got your Puffs, you got all these big time black celebrities, black billionaires, whatever you want to, you know, even the ones that we don't know. I get that, bro. But the percentage is so minute and so small in comparison to that black people that are actually out here still trying to find their way, right? Now, it's so interesting because when you do your research, right, you can point a finger at whatever you want to point a finger at, right? A lot of black people point a finger at a black woman and be like, hey, man, they just want to get welfare. They don't want nothing for themselves. They just want to sit in the hood all day, get food stamps. They want to live off the government. When in actuality, it's the government that's like, you know what, we're going to keep giving you these food stamps and we're going to keep making you stay in that position or whatever the case may be. Yeah, we're going whatever. That's not freedom, man. That's slavery. If you want the freedom to run around and what, I don't know, play Fortnite, whatever you want to do, NBA 2K, cool. But if you want to make moves and you're trying to transition in this life, right, the best thing you can do is follow suit. And that means you're going to do what they want you to do, how they want you to do it on their system. It's a system, and you're a part of their system. It's no different than the Matrix or anything like that. When you woke, you understand that. And at this particular time, like I said before, you got a lot of black people who they're going to go and run behind the white people. Or they're going to run behind, and I don't want to say white people, but the people who have the power. That's why we don't have nothing. They're going to sell out, and they're going to run and get that check, and then they're going to talk to us and talk. They're going to talk to us, their own people, like we less than them. That's just how they do it. They like show me. Outside of what Nip had going on, and with the rap game and all of that, show me blacks coming together. Like we was talking about, show me blacks holding hands and coming together with the black dollar. Like I don't see that. You got a lot of haters, and I guarantee you this, Jack. Look at your own network, bro. Look at the people you had that you was doing your business with. Them same people, right? They trolling you. They trying to make you.
Excuse me, sir. I just feel like it's deeper than that. I just feel like it's way deeper than that. There are people who get these millions of dollars caught with weed that I know that I live in California and it's free, and they get locked up. I know people that, you know, have millions of guns in their house, white people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody running into their house to get their guns. That's my thing when I
hold on.
When you say like
hold
free.
on. Hold on. I let
We're
y'all.
not free. You don't see white people getting killed on TV like us.
Hold on.
Millionaire white people.
Hold on. I'm gonna explain a couple of things. One is they pick up these white militia niggas all the time. You're just not watching the right news. They just busted a dude that had like a couple hundred guns in his crib. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I let y'all talk.
Keep going. I'm confusing.
They just busted a dude that had a couple hundred guns in his crib. All right. They take care of white militias all the time. You ever heard of Waco?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so I'm just pointing out situations where I'm not saying I get the spirit of what you're saying, but I'm saying as far as a X's and O's type thing, that's not really as accurate as you might believe it to be. They do go after these guys. They do take care of these guys because right now a lot of these particular organizations, they're actually targeting the U.S. government. So that might be the reason why they're taking care of them. I do believe that if these particular people were targeting people of color, that they would not be attacking them. So if that's your point, I get your point. But hold on. This whole entire conversation is about whether we should have desegregated or not. I think y'all kind of moved away from that issue.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's 2019, and we're still getting caught up in the same things in 1960.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold
so
on.
Desegregation really didn't do anything. We may got a little bit of money, but our mentality is retarded.
I'm gonna explain something.
Okay.
How old are you, young lady?
It's about mentality, though.
Okay, hold on.
It's about mentality.
Hold on. How old are you, young lady? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 29.
29, okay.
29.
Okay. I see in your pictures you look more like you're 22, but whatever.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to point something out. Okay, before desegregation, let's think of some of the things that we were fighting for, right? Just some of the things that we was fighting for before desegregation. One of the things that we was fighting for was an appropriate education. Is this not true? I'm asking.
And I work in the school system. And the curriculum is not teaching us.
Hold on. Hold on. I let y'all make your point. I let y'all just talk. I didn't say nothing. Right? So
can I just say one thing?
Okay.
I live in Virginia, right? Well, I was born and raised in Virginia. Every student in Virginia had to go to Jamestown and see where they were being lynched, see where they were being killed, see where they're being sold. Okay. You know, oh, here's where their head was being chopped. This is what I'm saying, though.
Okay.
You're teaching kids at a young age that they are inferior. You were teaching white kids at a young age that they are superior.
Okay. One, you're not even letting me get to my point. So hold on 1 second. Okay. So, and yeah, she is a baby. So somebody said you're a baby, by the way. So yeah, she is. Right? That's okay though. One of the things that we could agree with is before desegregation, there was a really big gap in the learning curves in our school as far as the resources that schools would get in order to be able to teach children. Is this correct?
Right.
So let's just.
I'm gonna answer. I answer when you're done because I can't agree with that.
So you think that before desegregations, our schools were equal?
Man, let me listen.
No. I'm just asking you.
Hold on. Let me answer your question. You keep talking to me from a standpoint, or when you're making your point, right? Everything that you talk about includes them. Everything you're talking about includes them. When you talk about education, you're talking about the education that they're giving you, right? So you're saying we didn't have access to books at all. That's what you're saying. Are we talking about education? Or are we talking about not having the ability to get a book? Because we didn't know how to read when we were slaves. They gave us the Bible, though. And we read that, and we learned how to do all that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out if we weren't taught how to read.
If you're not going to let me finish my point, how can I possibly tell you what I'm talking about? Could we agree with that?
You my man, you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You might go ahead.
Okay. So before desegregation, one of the biggest issues was our resources that different schools had. Do you know anybody that went to schools before desegregation? Because I've met quite a few people that went to schools before desegregation. Have you ever met anybody that went to school before desegregation?
I'm going to be honest. My
that's just a simple question.
My great No, my great grandparents, they didn't go to school during desegregation. No.
Okay, so hold
if
on.
There wasn't any funding on the area, then no. If there weren't any teachers around to teach the kids, no. Someone that had some sort of education is what I meant. No, there weren't.
Okay, so hold on.
I see where you're going, but
hold on. We just having a discussion. All right, we're having a discussion. I understand everybody feels emotionally connected to the discussion. We all should. So I've met quite a few people that went to school during desegregation, right? And you want to know what most of them did? Stop going to school. Most of them had to literally drop out of school because their families couldn't make enough money for people to eat. So when you tell me that you know people that were alive during desegregation and then didn't go to school, that kind of falls in line with what I know. So you can't tell me personally, and there's other things that we're going to hit on, but I want to just go one at a time so we can just talk about, one aspect of something at a time. You can't tell me that we should have never desegregated when you got to understand that the only reason why we're where we're at now is because we had opportunities and resources in order to be able to intellectually fund a generation or two to allow for us to reach and grab for higher fruit on the tree. You understand what I'm saying? If we never had desegregation, if we never had desegregation, do you think that there's a possibility that we would forget our celebrities? Do you think that there's a possibility that we would have as many black doctors as we have? Do you think that there was, and also remember, desegregation always also meant that we couldn't have black police officers. Don't forget about this. That also meant that. So that meant we couldn't have black police officers. That also meant basically we weren't gonna really have any colored politicians, any black politicians. So you understand what desegregation actually means, or do you just think it's because to me it seems like you're thinking because we're allowing for white people to come involved into what we're doing, what they're basically doing is we're allowing, we shouldn't need anything from them. And what I'm saying is that when people control the resources, we need resources. I don't care how much you're trying to do. If we can't get a hold of the resources, there's just things we're not going to be able to do. Now, I'm gonna get to the Black Wall Street thing, but what did you want to say?
I was going to ask you a question though, because I think my question, and I think it's not a situation where I understand what you're saying completely. I know you understand what we're saying. It's just a matter of, it's like a medium, right? So my thing is that let's look at today, right? The people, the quote unquote black people, let's talk about culture, the culture of this country right now today, the culture of this country, America. What is the culture of this country right now? What controls America and the economy as we speak? As far as what business? You know, we constantly talking about the vultures taken from this particular.
No. Hip hop controls most of the world.
Okay, all right.
That's a fact.
Okay, but hold on. All right, back. Okay, so hip hop started in the classroom or was it started in the slums?
Okay, but this is the point, right?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Jack. No. Let me make a point real quick because you keep talking about education, and I'm thinking in my mind. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me make my point. Let me make my point.
I got a mosquito.
When you talk about education, I get that. But right now, the country is being controlled predominantly by a culture of people that had no education.
Okay, but are you going to let me answer the question, or are you just going to keep asking the question?
Yeah, go ahead. Answer the question.
Okay, I'm just curious because, okay. So, hip-hop actually existed in the 70s. You want to know why people didn't find out about hip hop until the 80s? Why hip hop didn't really start
Because of
growing
the
into the
government.
80s? No, it had nothing to do with the government. It has something to do with funding. It has something to do with resources.
Man.
So my point is this. Did you ever go and look at some of the dancing and everything
He's
that people
saying how do
hold
white
on.
How do white people know about
Hold on. You want to know even further back when hip hop existed? Hip hop existed. You know what capoeira is, right? You know what capoeira is? Capoeira. You know what capoeira is, right?
No, I don't.
Capoeira is a type of fighting that originates from South America.
Okay.
If you watch people do capoeira, you know what you're watching? You're watching breakdancing.
Okay.
You want to know why hip hop wasn't created back in and capoeira originated from slave in Brazil. Thank you. Capoeira originated from slaves practicing fighting, but didn't want the slave masters to know what they was doing, so they made it look like a dance, so the slave masters wouldn't prevent them from practicing fighting. So capoeira hip hop existed during slavery times. A form of hip hop, because some of hip hop isn't just the music, it's also the dancing, it's also the graffiti, it's also a lot of things involved in hip hop.
Right, but you're going beyond the point of what we.
No, I'm not going beyond the point of what you're talking about. I'm not going beyond the point of what you're talking about. What I'm explaining to you is there's elements of hip hop that existed for at least 100 years, but nobody's seen it. You want to know why nobody's seen it? Resources.
Because of funding. That's what you're saying. But what we're saying is I think you're misinterpreting what the whole point of the whole call is. So let's just fast forward it. So you think, so Frost, you actually think that we can't be further than where we are if we weren't together?
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. If not for desegregation, we would not have certain opportunities that allowed for us to get funding to do things. We wouldn't have certain resources. We wouldn't have the resources.
Look at all the bad things that are happening in our community.
So
look
you
at
think?
All the bad things
Hold on. But right now we're talking about. Okay, so when do you think rap? Right, hold on. So hold on. So what form of music existed during around the time of desegregation? I believe it was they had like jazz going on, right? It was jazz and shit going on, right?
Not to cut you, Jack. Not to cut you, bro. But the point that I made was merely just saying you keep talking about education, bro, and you keep talking about education.
I'm not even talking about education no more. You wanted to talk about hip hop. We're talking about hip hop.
No, I'm saying that's not hip hop. That's not the point I'm making. I'm saying, bro, the culture that runs this country, that makes all this money, that's generating all this money, was started by people who were not highly educated, bro. They didn't go to Princeton or Harvard and Yale.
But you're talking about isolated incidents. You're talking about. Hold on. See, y'all don't let me talk, but you can't ask me a question and then don't let me respond back to it and then ask another question. That's not fair.
I didn't ask you a question. I didn't ask you a question, bro. You went to a place where you went back 100 years in hip hop.
No, I explained something.
I'm talking about
I explained that the elements of hip hop already existed before it became a cultural phenomenon, and the only reason why it was
everything.
Listen to what I'm. Listen to what. Before it was found. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. The elements of hip hop already existed before they became a cultural phenomenon. The reason why it became a cultural phenomenon the way that it did was because of resources. If we don't desegregate, we are not allowed to be involved with any of the resources.
Let me ask you a question. How many times do people come into the Black community and take everything that we have
all the time? What are you talking about? I'm not arguing that point.
Right. So let me ask you. So because I get what you keep talking about when you keep saying resources, bro. But this is the thing when you keep talking about and what you're talking about and what I can do in comparison. It's like you keep speaking hypothetically.
I'm not speaking hypothetically. I just
Yes,
told you a
are,
fact.
No, hold on. No. Because you went back 100 years and talked about when hip hop was created.
No. I talked about
when it was this.
I talked about an element of hip hop. An element of hip hop is dance. One of the main dances that people do is break dancing. That is coordinated with hip hop. One of the biggest aspects of break dancing that people do coordinated with hip hop comes from capoeira. If you look at the dances of capoeira and you look at somebody doing hip hop dances, as far as when they're doing the backspins, the windmills, all of those type of dancing, it's the same damn thing. As far as all of the foot floor work, it's the same thing. And what I'm saying is, if we didn't need the resources, if the resources were never needed in order to be able to make it a cultural phenomenon, then it would have happened before. It wouldn't have had to wait until 20, 30, 40 years after desegregation.
Hey, Jack, and guess what, Jack? If they would have never came to Africa and snatched your people up from Africa, you wouldn't be in this country.
Well, that's an argument that could be made. Hold on.
That's a big argument in itself.
Okay, so now you're talking about
people don't know their history.
Thank you. We're not going to talk about that because right now you're saying
because that's a big.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to make a point of saying who took what from what. I'm just speaking from a standpoint of talking about. I'm just saying when you say something was created here in this country and all of that, and you could go back.
No, I'm not even saying this country. I've never said this country. I said Brazil.
You said Capanella was created somewhere else.
Yeah, and right? It's an element of hip hop. Period. I'm just saying that it was created on a slave plantation. That was the point.
And no, I get what you're saying when you're making that point, but the point that I'm making is okay. Let me ask you: did they go to Africa and take all black people out of Africa? Like, are there no black people?
No, right now? No, they didn't. A lot of us were already here.
Yes, we were. That's why this isn't even a conversation.
And that's why people.
Black Americans are indigenous to America. So
if black people were teaching us, we would know our history. That's what I mean. I didn't curriculum. Right. But I'm not saying anything negative towards you, but I'm just saying it's no. Puerto Ricans that think they're Puerto Rican and don't have no black in them. That's what I'm saying. Like the mentality, they try to make us look like we're not supposed to be here, and make us think that we're inferior.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. I wasn't saying that we wasn't already here. That's not what I'm saying. Right. Right. I was just speaking to the point of people who, when they a lot of times when people talk about slaves, they talk about the slaves that got taken from Africa and that was brought here. They're not in tune with the natives that was already here and all of that. I'm not trying to go too far over people's heads. So that's why all I said was when if they took if they never, let's say they never came and took people from Africa, right? Because there's no history or there's no history in your classroom that tells you that you was already here, right? There's this story about they all, right? Okay. So according to their story and speaking from their way, if they never came and put these people on a boat and brought us over here, what would Africa be today? Would it be Wakanda?
No, you mean what would America be today?
No, I'm both ways.
I feel what you're saying, but no one. I feel what you're saying, but
both ways.
Okay, right. You're right.
I told you that we built this country, bro. The majority of the things that are invented when it was segregated, or when it was segregation, we was inventing everything anyway. They were just putting their name on it. That's all that was. So I'm trying to. Where did these educated people come from? Like, what is being smart? Like, what is being smart? What is naturally being smart? What is that? Like people wake up. It's people who wake up every day. Like this, you gotta have people have an it factor. Some people have it factors. Everybody don't have this. Put a book in my hand and I'm gonna read it and learn it. Some people have natural abilities. People have instincts, God-given instincts. You know what I mean? Some people are in tune in different. Like this is a whole different conversation. Everybody's not Everybody's not book educated. Everybody's not book smart. Hip hop wasn't created by book smart people, but it took over the whole wild world.
And I still say all that to say this: if the natives had a military like what we need now, but don't nobody act like we don't, everything would be everything. But
But either
my
way,
view on it.
I get what you're saying, Jack. I ain't disagreeing with your point, brother. I get what you're saying, bro. It's just, I get what you're saying. I just feel like, man.
I'm playing videos while they talk, right? And the reason why I was playing the videos while they talk, I was letting them talk because they was having a discussion, is because I said capoeira and breakdancing has roots. And somebody tried to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you exactly who said that, so we could just put them on blast after I just showed you the two different things. So we could just put them on blast because their name is Hip Hop Quotable. Say capoeira was created on the slave plantation. Yes, it was. You don't even know nothing. So Hip Hop Quotable, I'm straight up kicking you because you can't be called Hip Hop Quotable and don't know about hip hop. So I'm kicking you straight out, hitting you right over the head with your bags. Get out of here. You don't know nothing. That's a fact. Now, this is my point, and this is the whole point in which I'm trying to make. Right? Listen, just listen. Don't try to listen to how I'm wrong. Don't try to listen to how I'm right. Just listen for the information.
Listen to you, bro.
All right. So this is what I'm saying. Elements of hip hop already existed well before the 70s and the 80s. The 70s is when we was doing hip hop in the Bronx. The 80s is when it started expanding to everywhere else. You understand what I'm saying? The elements of hip hop, the individual aspect of hip hop, been existed. Been existed. The dancing, the singing, the graffiti, all of that stuff existed already. What I'm saying is that the only way that we were able to monetize it was to be able to have the resources to do such the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if we would have never ever had desegregation, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to get the resources. It still took 30 to 40 years after desegregation to even get the resources to monetize hip hop. So my point is this: we would not be where we are as a culture, period, if desegregation still existed. Now, with all of this being said, they did a lot of these hip hop dances in this, just in general. Like you have like the minstrel shows and shit like that used to be white people trying to copy off of the shit black people were doing. That's all they would be doing now if we never had desegregation. They would just be the racist motherfuckers stealing the shit that we're doing, and we wouldn't even be able to monetize or get any type of light from it.
Jack, they still doing that right now.
But that's not I'm not saying that they're not doing it at all. I'm saying that that's the only thing that they would have been. There would have been no black rappers. They would have, because we wouldn't be able to get on the radio.
So do you think the black community would have took a different turn if we would have actually got our 40 acres and a mule?
Well, we was never going to get 40 acres and a mule. So that's not even, so I'm not even, hold on. We was never going to get 40 acres and a mule. So I don't even think about that.
They told us that.
Yeah, I don't care what they tell us. I don't care what they tell us. We was never going to get 40 acres. If they gave us 40 acres and a mule, if they gave us 40 acres and a mule, do you know how much 40 acres is?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They said that and knew they weren't going to do that.
Of course.
Yeah. They knew it takes resources. They knew it. That's what I'm saying. They said no, but we're going to desegregate.
And my point is this. And my point is...
Hold on. That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. That's the point. That's my point, Jack. Now, hold on.
Right.
Because you just got this to my point. Now, hold on.
Right.
Hold on. Because I'm going to tell you what you just said, right? That was so interesting and why this is so perfect. Because we're talking about hip-hop and rhyme, desegregation and degentrification. Let's talk about it.
Right.
Because now what you this is about.
They knew what they were doing.
Right? They knew what they was doing from the beginning, bro. Listen, the same thing we did. That's why I told you we built Egypt. We built Egypt. They came, took all the information we had, all the knowledge we had, everything we had. They stripped it from us, put their face on it, sold it back to us, made us feel inferior. They said, you know what? We can do the same thing over here with them. Right? We're going to free them. We're going to let them use all their talent. We're going to let them give us everything they got. Boom. So we're going to let them think this and then once you get to this place, we're gonna snatch it back. They just told you that in the rap, right?
Do you want to know why we got desegregated in the first place?
I don't care why we got desegregated.
Do you want to know why slaves was
I don't
free?
think it helps.
I could tell you. I could tell you why
what you're
slaves
saying
was free.
resourcefully,
I could explain
helps,
to you.
but
I could explain to you why slaves was freed, and I could explain to you why desegregation happened.
we wouldn't need Section 8 housing if we had 40 acres
I
and
could
a mule.
explain to you.
We don't need all this shit.
I could
That's what I'm
explain
saying.
to you. They would have took our acres from us anyway because they would have taxed the land and we wouldn't have been able to pay. So that's neither here nor there. So
But
hold on.
the ones who were
I'm gonna
first
explain
was
to
the
you. Let me explain something to y'all. This
Okay.
is what I think people are not
Jack,
understanding.
we don't got nothing. Jack, we don't have nothing to do with their taxes, bro. They owe England. We don't got nothing to do with that.
Dude, we live, man.
We don't got
Yeah,
nothing
we
to do
still
with,
want to get taxed.
we don't have nothing to do with their taxes, bro. Their taxes come from their rebellion against their own country. They brought that over here and gave that to us, and we paying that right now. And we and
Listen,
like, bro,
listen to something. Listen to something. Listen to something. You gonna just I tell you what. You just tell them that when the IRS come, be like, I don't owe you shit. We see how far that gets you.
That's not what I.
All right, but that's how you solve that problem because that's what you're saying that they should have did when they come for the taxes back in the day, right? Be like, we don't owe you, right? Y'all owe England. We don't got shit to do with that. So what do you think would have happened? What do you think would have happened if they would have gave us 40 acres and a mule and they would have came for their taxes and niggas was like, yo, we're not paying the taxes? You think they would have said, okay, you guys win and walked away?
But we know how to make money. We've been making money for the country the whole time.
But that's not the point.
So
None of this is the point.
So don't let them think that we just dumb enough not gonna make no money.
Nobody is saying anybody is dumb. Oh, look.
I know.
I'm gonna explain something real quick. You want to know why they got rid of slavery, and you want to know why the desegregation thing happened? One reason: some white people were fighting with other white people, and they needed help. Period. They didn't get rid of slavery because they was like, those black people, they sure carried the load for a long time. Let's help them out. That's not what happened.
No,
Hold on. We didn't get desegregated because people was like, we got to give those black people a chance. That's not why we got desegregated. We got desegregated and we got let out of slavery because some white people was arguing with some other white people and they decided they needed help. Period.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Well, that's not necessarily.
That's breaking it down to its lowest common. That's breaking it down to the lowest common compound.
But Jack, that's why
slavery and being desegregated is two different things, though. You can't. It's really not the same thing.
And that's why I was going to ask you when I asked you earlier when I was talking about the rebellions, bro. You know how many times the slaves rebelled and killed so many of them, bro?
Listen to what I'm saying. But listen to what I'm saying. 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 This is what you are not getting. This is what I'm telling you right now. You are not getting. And this is why I asked her how old she was, beside the fact that, I thought she was sexy. And I was like, you know what? I might move to California. But this is what I'm trying to say. Period. What you are not getting is this. If we don't desegregate, if we don't get a hold of some of the resources, we're still back in the 1960s as far as our rights. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody that they talk about how white people just run up in their house and there's nothing they could do? And I'm not talking about the police. I'm talking about your white neighbor that lives down the road, that they just get pissed off because their daughter say something happened or their son say something happened. Their son or their daughter was arguing with your son or your daughter, and they come to your house and they want that nigga life. This is what desegregation helped us get out of. This is hold on. No, they don't do it today like they did it before. We don't got 500, 600, 700. We don't got 1,000 black kids dying every year because some white people want to kill us.
But you got 1,000 black people dying.
Yeah, but we don't got 1,000 white kids, 5, 6, 7-year-olds, 13-year-olds dying because some white people decide they want to have a fucking picnic. You know what a picnic is? Pick a nigga. That's what a picnic is. That's why black folks should never have picnics. We have cookouts. We don't have picnics. That's a fact.
Hey, but look, while we still got people starving,
That's why I say if we were.
We still got people starving, bro.
Like, but that's not the. Imagine how it would be if there was not if there was no desegregation. Shit would be 500% worse. That's my point. No, you're arguing and you're complaining about shit. Oh, well, hold on. What's one of the biggest complaints? Hold on. What's one of the biggest complaints that we have nowadays? Right? Police doing weird shit. Right? That shit was way worse in the 80s. But that shit was shit. Hold on. That shit was so much. Hold on. That shit was so much worse in the 80s. Hold on. That shit was so much. Hold on 1 second. That shit was so much worse in the 80s. That shit was so much worse in the beginning of the 90s, especially that now that people that grew up in that era, we know it's bad now, but we remember when it was. You don't understand how bad. I grew up in the Bronx. Hold on. I grew up in the Bronx. Yeah, but it was worse. It was literally worse. Like y'all, I don't want to call y'all millennials. I don't want to call y'all millennials. I don't want to call y'all millennials. I don't have the slightest idea. But this is the point that early 30s. Early 30s. Early 30s.
Bro, I got a 20. Bro, my son 20, bro.
Word? Shout out to you. Shout out to you.
Years old, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying. I grew up in the Bronx. Hold on. I grew up in the Bronx. Let me tell y'all about y'all know who y'all been letting y'all talk the whole time. Hold on. Do y'all know who Larry Davis is?
Oh my God.
You know who Larry Davis is, right? I'll let people that don't know, shout out to Joe Green for the donation. For everybody that don't know who Larry Davis is, let me tell y'all real quick. Larry Davis, I went to school with his niece. Larry Davis was a dude in the Bronx, right? So basically, the police was paying him to go rob and kill drug dealers. Right? Then, when they didn't want to pay him no more, they decided they was going to kill the dude. That
proves my point, though.
Hold on. They decided they want to go kill the dude, right? Larry Davis shut down the city of New York because they wanted to get this dude so bad that we had a freaking, and this is New York City I'm talking about right now. We had a curfew in New York City, one of the biggest cities on the planet. We had a curfew. Why? Because they wanted to get Larry Davis off the street so bad. So hold on. I'm going to explain something to you. What do you think? This is the 80s. They framed the dude, wanted to get him off the street so bad that they made whatever look like whatever they did, right? And the police would have got away with it too. The officers that was actually, but he killed them niggas himself. The point that I'm making is this: shit used to be so much worse. Shit is bad now. Don't get me confused. Shit is bad now. But it was so much worse. Like it was so much, and I'm just talking about 30 years ago. I'm only talking about 30 years ago. How you can't imagine how bad it was in the freaking. Just imagine living in a town, right? And every single black girl has been raped at one point or another by a group of white men. Just imagine living in a town like that, where every single black girl at one point or another had got caught out there slipping and got raped by a group of white men. Imagine living in a town like that.
Oh, we get what you're saying.
No, you don't.
May I speak for just a second? May I just speak for a second?
Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
And you say, Frost, I understand what you're saying, but now we're seeing black people getting killed on national TV for the world to see. Like I don't think you're understanding what that's doing to the mentality of kids, white people, just people in general. No. You know what I mean? You don't know what it's doing.
No, I understand exactly what it's doing. I understand exactly what it's doing, but it's having two separate effects. You're just thinking about the one effect that it's having. It's having two separate effects.
All the effects. I just named 4 effects, different effects. When people come into this country, they think that we're not worthy.
No, but
they say it out their mouth.
No. But that's not.
People, they tell us we're not
that's
worthy.
Not how. But that's not.
Say it out their mouth.
That's not how everybody is thinking. That is absolutely not how everybody is thinking.
Know that. I know that.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay, but the people that are thinking like that would have been thinking. This live is going on way too long. For the people that are thinking like that, they would have been thinking about that anyway. They were just looking for a reason. When your girl cheat on you, when your dude cheat on you, they was always gonna cheat. They were just looking for a reason. When you got a white person out here or a black person out here talking negatively about the opposite race, they were always thinking that way. They were just looking for a reason. And stop giving people excuses. It was way worse. I can't even explain to you. I can't explain to you how. I can't explain to you.
Hey, look, real quick. So let me hold on. Let me ask you a question though, because this is not a question. But let me make a point. But check it out though. Bro. This is a fact. Since we talking about them, they, and what they do, and all of this and all of that, right? And let me make this point real quick. We can have and whatever. But let me make this point real quick to that, right? Okay, this from a street level. It's from a street level, because let's keep in mind, right? You got people who don't come outside. A lot of people, they on their porch and they scared.
That's
right?
a fact.
So let me hold on. Let me keep this, because let's take this to where I'm comfortable at. Look, bro, it's neighborhoods all around this country where the artillery so for real. The police ain't coming.
No, that's a fact.
The police.
No, hold on.
Okay, so hold on, bro, because you talking about when we talking about military, and we talking about this, that, and the third. This ain't back then, bro. The choppers and the AKs and all of that is in the crib now. But that ain't the problem. They're gonna use different types of tactics and different things now at this point, because they can't just come in the neighborhood and take, bro. If they came in your neighborhood right now, the way you talking, Jack, hold on, let me ask you this question. If they came in your neighborhood right now too,
they might could
get on your knee. Hold on, they can. Let me ask you a question, Jack. What you gonna do if they come in your neighborhood right now and say, "Yo, Jack Frost, come outside"?
You never know what he would do.
And they try to strip you of your manhood. You gonna die? You gonna do what they tell you to do because they don't want to tell you free or not? I just want to know that.
Hold on. You said a whole lot. You said a whole lot. Let's just be clear on something. I have never been saying that they're not doing stuff now. What I'm saying is the shit that they was doing before is so much worse. It's worse. Do you know who the Central Park 5 is? I'm not even going to go into that. Y'all look it up.
But you said in the aspect that it's better now. It's no.
Wait, hold on. $100 will. Who's going to die? I'm going to die? I'm fine with it. Now I'm going to kick you. How about that? I'm going to die at some point.
Feel like it's so many.
I'm not going to live forever, nigga.
That we're still talking about this.
Yeah, it's a fact. I appreciate the conversation. It's good dialogue, man.
Look, this is the point that I'm trying to make. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying that shit is good now. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if we didn't have desegregation, the shit that we was going through before, it's a wrap. We wouldn't be where we're at right now.
So why do you think Jay-Z and them have not started like banks and stuff?
First of all, you don't know what them dudes. Oh, time out. You don't know what them dudes is doing behind the scenes. Hold on. I'm not gonna explain something to you. You know, there's like 7 companies that run the entire planet that own all the banks. Jay-Z does not have the type of money to start a bank.
Right.
What I'm saying,
Jay-Z does not have the type of money or resources to start a bank.
Can I talk?
Neither does these white people in Jay-Z.
The owner of BET was, though. The owner of BET was.
He started a. They didn't start a bank. They didn't start. They didn't start a bank. They started some other shit.
Going to.
No, but they don't have the. They do not have the money to start a bank, man. You don't understand. Like a bank.
Sir.
A bank.
Sir. A school. A health center.
Hold on. Hold on. LeBron James started a school. We gonna forget he exists?
No.
Okay. Okay, but you're just. But I'm just showing you that there are people doing things. I'm showing you that there are people doing things. That's what I'm showing you.
What I'm saying
that there are people doing
what
things.
I'm saying is we've had black millionaires for the last 30, 40 years, 50 years. Why haven't they done anything? There's a reason why.
There are plenty of celebrities that have been. There are plenty of celebrities that have done things. Just because you don't know about them doing things, don't mean that they haven't.
I live in California, right? And they have it's called Mexican Market.
Okay.
It's called this. It's for the Mexicans. You hear what I'm saying?
Because Mexican people know that. Because Mexican people know that by saying it's Mexican something, their people are gonna come to it. When you say something is black owned, black people don't go to that. Black people kind of go away. But but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And yes, Jay-Z does have title. And hold on. Somebody said Jay-Z have title. And you're right, Jay-Z does have title. And Jay-Z is helping artists own their own rights to their own music. Why is he in that lane? Hold on. Why would Jay-Z be in that lane? Because that's what he knows. You're asking why are people doing stuff that they don't know? We don't even know if Jay-Z graduated from high school.
And that's my point again. That you just prove my point again.
You have not made any of these points. You just every time I say something, you say I prove your point. You haven't made any of these points.
You've proven plenty of points that they don't have no education.
We weren't even able to go outside. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all want us to. Y'all think it was better when people was getting raped because y'all think it was better before desegregation, right? So you think? Shout out to Ruby Reed. Hold on, somebody donated. Shout out to Ruby Reed for donating. She said, "I said shout out. I said shout out."
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Shout out to Ruby Reed for donation. Desegregation ushered in some good things, but it has also ushered out some of the positive aspects of the black community. Look, this is my point. I don't care about what positive aspects we had going on. We were under people's foot to the point that they can just take whatever we had, period. Now they actually have to fight and take what we have. It wasn't as easy as it was before. I don't know.
They don't gotta fight no more. They don't gotta fight what you mean. They're gonna send a stick in your hood and kill you in front of your own store.
Yeah, but it's not. It's you.
Exactly.
I don't know. Y'all don't know how it was back in the. Y'all don't know how it was back in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. Y'all need to start speaking to y'all OGs and y'all family. That's a fact. No, keep going. What you gonna say?
The whole point of this conversation is: did we progress through desegregation?
And you don't think we progressed? You don't think we progressed through? You don't think we progressed during desegregation? You don't think we progressed? So she's basically saying we don't
have a black school to call our name. We don't have a black school.
Okay, hold on, but you don't think we progressed? You don't think we progressed? You think before desegregation? You think before desegregation?
No.
Hold on. So you think before desegregation, we were basically at the same point or below where we was before desegregation?
Let me ask you, hey Jack,
before we could vote. Before we could vote. Before we could hold office.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
Jack was black on. You just went to a Kings killing Kings march.
Yeah.
When we were segregated, right? When we segregated, you think it was blacks killing blacks? You think it was black on black kings killing kings?
No, I know for a fact that it was. You don't think black people kill people? You think black people kill people back then? I know for a fact they did. I know for a fact they did. I know for a fact they did. I know for a fact they did because I got people in my family that lived before desegregation that caught a body or two. So I know for a fact they did. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. It was nothing like today, though, bro. Is what I'm saying. It's nothing like today, Jack. Nothing like today. You can't even.
I'm gonna let y'all go out. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all say y'all last thing that y'all want to say because we gotta go anyway.
No, we good, man. I appreciate
it. Your last point. If you got a point.
I don't have no points because I don't have no points. For me, just the call, the talking, learning, expressing ourselves, putting your opinions up in the air and all of that. I'm with all of that. I'm fine. I respect everybody's opinion, everybody's views. I think it was great. I don't really have nothing else to say about it. I just, it's needed at times. You know what I mean? As long as it's positive and it's constructive.
All right, it's cool. You got anything you want to say, young lady?
No, I just was basically saying the same thing I said until we get like the community to come together and, have things of our own.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody is saying anything opposite of that.
I know it was a healthy debate. I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying some people actually think that if we weren't together, that we wouldn't be farther than we are. And I really don't believe that.
I don't think anybody. I don't think
I don't
anybody
believe
said
that we
that.
put this country together. Okay, I don't believe that we put this country together and we're just, not able to make it after the whiteys let us go. I just don't believe that.
Nobody is
true.
saying that.
I believe that we show. Right. I'm not saying you said that. I'm just saying that we shown and proved, what we've been through, what we came through. And I think that we would have been probably better if we would have band together and did our own thing. That's
and what I'm
saying.
okay, not a problem. All right. Respect. Check y'all later. Appreciate y'all calling in.
Respect, brother. Respect.
All right. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I'm just gonna go. I don't got no comments. I don't got no comments. But yeah, if the Joshua had Jay-Z money, they would commit suicide. People don't know how much it there are plenty of black-owned businesses. That's a fact, though. Whoever said that person don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. There are plenty of black-owned businesses. My father's owned a company almost my whole entire life. Plenty of black-owned businesses. I have like 4 or 5 different lawyers in my family. I think we got a judge. I don't think people really understand what desegregation did. I think people are looking at where we're at now, and they're determining their opinion of desegregation based on where they think we're at now. There are thousands of black millionaires. There was 0 back then. That's a fact. So I think people just don't understand that. I think people just don't really have a clear-cut understanding about. I think people are thinking with their emotions, and they're letting their emotions supersede their logic. That's what I think is happening. Because I usually don't try to. I think they just hold on. Give me 1 second. Couple of things I want to say. The first is when we start having call-ins, they are not going to be that long. That call-in was really long. I didn't think either one of them had great points. I think their point was, I don't understand how we could be this is just my opinion. I don't understand how we could be further along if we had no resources. I don't understand how we could be further along if we were never allowed to vote. I don't understand how we could be further along if we were never allowed to have representation in politics. I just don't understand how we could have ever been any further along. You understand what I'm saying? So they believe that we could have been further along if we had these things. At least that's the opinion I'm getting. I just don't believe that we would have ever been further along. I just don't. I don't. They used to have parties. They used to have parties that revolved around killing us. Parties that revolved around lynching us. I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to have to hear about how a relative of mine was hung in the middle of the square somewhere, and how there was a whole bunch of people around celebrating, selling their body parts, souvenirs. I don't understand how going back to that or how living back then it was better. I just don't understand. Anyway, shout out to them. Try to let them get their points across. I think that both of them need to do a little bit more research. Um, there are a ton of things I could have went into with them on, but I just didn't think. I thought I just didn't want to. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, they were just arguing. They didn't know what they was talking about. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I just didn't think they knew what they was talking about. It was a Black Friday for slave sales. That's a fact. But also, Black Friday is when it also has an economic thing. It's when the companies actually start making money. So that's why they start selling things for cheaper because now they're actually making money. And a TV doesn't, they don't need to sell a TV for. I kind of feel bad. No, no, no. There was a Black Friday that they said that revolved around slaves being sold, but also Black Friday is when businesses. If you go, I took up business administration in school, and Black Friday is also when the businesses start they start making money. That's why Christmas is when Christmas is, because Christmas is big, because Christmas is when a lot of the companies actually, Black Friday is when they get out of the red, they get into the black. All of the money that they're making now is theirs. You know what I'm saying? All the money they're making is now it's income. Fourth quarter sales, yeah. So before fourth quarter sales, the money that they're making is the money that they're using to finance and run the corporation. And then by Black Friday, everybody should already be in the red. So it actually happens sooner for some businesses than others. So I just took up business in school, so that's the only reason why I know. So yep, and they burned down. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like when people saying, "Okay, we're not doing this." I don't know who this Rob Bourne guy is, but we're not doing this. Um, Slavery was more than 500 years ago. Let it go. We wasn't just talking about slavery for the most part. We was actually talking about something that was happening about 50 years ago inside of inside of our parents' lifetime. So I'm gonna kick you, Mr. Waterboy, and I'm gonna hit you in the face with your bags. We celebrate days we don't have no background on. That's a fact. And slavery wasn't 500 years ago. That's a trick. Slavery wasn't even. Slavery was. They had slavery pretty recent. It's a lot recent than people think. A lot more recent. Somebody put 1863. It's a fact. They had slavery a lot more recent than people think. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've actually met. Yeah, some people were still slaves in the 1900s. That's a fact. Some people are literally slaves today. No, they don't understand Willie Lynch. That's why sometimes when I have conversations with people, um, I'm not mad at them, and that's why I try my best to handle the conversation with kid gloves, because I understand that I might have information that they don't have, and I'm telling you right now, 100%, if desegregation never happened, I wouldn't be here talking to you on the internet. They probably wouldn't even allow Black people to have the internet, not for nothing. One of the things that desegregation allowed was for us to be able to have at least fooling us into thinking things were even, that they were fair. You understand what I'm saying? So people don't know. Oh man, prison system, and you know how many people that they would just they do that today. They just put people in jail. You know, I don't even want to talk about how to be. So anyway, I love y'all. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Just let's try to be informed on a subject before we speak on it. Let's try to be informed. You know, like sometimes we go into a conversation with people and we want to carry ourselves like we're informed, but we're not informed, and it kind of makes us look away. Yeah, I block everybody that's just here to argue. There you go. Block you again. Want to come back and get blocked again? Not a problem. Just we got to be more informed. I think a lot of times we like one thing will be 100% true, right? But we'll be so stuck on that one thing that's 100% true that all this other truth we don't allow in. You understand what I'm saying? So one thing will be 100% true. You'll be 100% right on this particular subject or this particular topic. And before because you're right on that one particular topic or that one particular subject or that point, all of this other information you just don't let in. You just don't let in. And I think I keep talking about this. We have to unlearn. Like some things we're just not going to be able to pick up on. Some information we're just not going to be able to retain. Some things we're just not going to be able to understand until we unlearn some of the things that we currently know. You understand what I'm saying? Like we really have to unlearn some of the shit that that we currently know. People are like this shit I gotta unlearn. Let's just be perfectly honest with you. We gotta unlearn some of this stuff. It's toxic. It's really toxic. But thank you to the guests. Really appreciated y'all calling in. I don't think all of y'all points were wrong. There was quite a few things that both parties said that I could see where they're coming from. Whether I agree with them or not, I can see where they're coming from. But for the most part, I think that we have to allow for new information to be vet. We have to vet new information. We can't always think just because something doesn't fall in line with something that we currently think or we currently know that it has no value. Can't do that. That's not good. We're gonna prevent ourselves from learning things that would be beneficial. So we should not do that. It's not a good thing. Should be a little bit more open-minded. Like me myself, just speaking from me. If you come to me with new information that I did not know prior, I'm gonna want to know more about what you're talking about. I'm not gonna just discount it. I'm gonna want to know what you're talking about. You know. Sorry about that, Eric Mack. I had my coffee. I had my water too. That's a fact. I'm about to go eat some bad food from me today, though. But I do got this. I caught one of these the other day when I was at the gym. I don't know how it tastes or anything yet. I haven't had it. But it's non-dairy, 22 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar. I'm going to check this out at some point, and I'm going to tell y'all if I remember. I love cobbler. I love cobbler. Love it. Yeah. I know how to make peach cobbler. You know what? I might make some peach cobbler today. I love cobbler. Anyway, soup and a sandwich. I'm gonna eat something probably that's gonna be terrible for me. I hate when they put them Big Macs on sale. I just fucking love Big Macs. I just love them shits. I hate fucking McDonald's. But if I was going downtown, I would have a soup and a salad. We just don't have a soup place in my neighborhood. If we had a soup and salad place in my neighborhood, I'd eat that every day for lunch. That's a fact. Do I personally believe Snow Billy was locked up? I don't know. Not really, to be honest with you. But I don't have no proof, so I don't want to call him a liar. I didn't see him anywhere. It's not like I saw him and I could be like, that nigga was not locked up. But I don't know. It's not my job to decide on whether he was really locked up anyway. It's just my job to report that he says he was locked up. I have no reason not to believe he was locked up. We saw a picture of him getting arrested, right? We did see there was a picture of him getting arrested that was floating around, right? So he did say he would call me when he was coming out of the building. He didn't do that. That's a fact. But if we had a soup and salad place in my neighborhood, I lie to you not. If I live close to that Hardee's place, I eat that for lunch every day. It's a fact. It's just now I have to go all the way downtown to be able to. I don't got time. If I had time to go all the way downtown, I would. Vegan stuff is terrible. That's a fact. All that vegan food sucks. All the vegan food I've had sucks. All right, that's what it is. That's what it is, truth. I'm gonna be down there in the first. You already know. If I got to, I might come down the day before so I could try to link up with niggas. I might come down there the day before so I could link up with niggas, say hi to niggas. Maybe we do a live with everybody from Philly. We go somewhere, have like a fucking thing. We could go somewhere and have a thing. That bodega ain't there no more, I don't think. The bodega on Tremont and Webster, I don't think they're there no more. I think they took that bodega down because they built the building there. You're talking about the one that was across the street from the Fever, right? Diagonally, it was diagonally across the street from the Fever. It's across the street from fucking I think they put a Burger King over there or something. I'm just be scared about doing the fucking meet and greets because we had that one chick that was with the other community that was following me around. So I'd be a little bit like I don't want no problems. I don't want people following me around to go meet me somewhere to argue with me in the middle of the street. That shit is crazy. Maybe I'll contact people privately. I'm not gonna tell nobody. Somebody is saying BBN and they have two middle fingers in their jump off, and because their jump off is two middle fingers, I'm kicking you. We don't do that. Yeah, like I don't know what people problems are. They like, oh, you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight with me because I'm mad at you, and you're not really mad at me, but I'm mad at you, and you don't want to fight. That must mean you pussy. Nah, nigga, that just mean I got better things to do in my life than to run around trying to find people that don't like me to get into arguments with. That shit is retarded. Niggas is just retarded. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we on late today. This is 3 hours of arguing and shit. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I love y'all. It's already 1 o'clock. I should at least try the. I have to figure out a way to get the lives going with the call-ins. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing call-ins when we do get the call-ins set up. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing them in the morning. I might only be doing them at night. And I like going to the gym, so I might have to figure out something else because I like going to the gym. So I have to figure out a way for me to be able to go to the gym and still be able to do the live. So I don't know because it's a little bit of trouble. We got rough times, rough times. Anyway, I love y'all. Everybody enjoy your day. I don't really got a just let's be open-minded. Let's not think just because we think something that we can't allow any new information in. Because we might think one little tiny bit of something right here, and then we don't let in all of this information like this because it is one little tiny piece of information that we have. Let's not do that. You understand what I'm saying? Let's not do that. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.